What is going on, everybody? Happy draft day to you all. As we have Donald here, we have me here. Sorry for a little late, that we were a little late, but you know what? We'd rather not. This is every year with the draft. Donald, like it says, it'll start at 7:30, but it ends up starting at 8. We don't want to repeat ourselves with pre-draft coverage and all that. So, Donald, how you doing, man?
Great. Sorry, I was late. I was running around Grand Central trying to get.
Oh
My
boy!
train was just arriving, so I was just making sure that
Oh
I could
wow!
get back in time for the draft. So we're all good.
Awesome.
We're here.
All right, so I'm going to ask you this: what'd you think of the Spaces last night, man?
I had a blast. So many really good insights from a lot of our listeners. It was a real pleasure to get to speak to everyone and everyone's thoughts on basketball. The Knicks it's always the best when you sit and talk basketball for 3 hours. There's nothing better.
Nothing better than that. So we got some. Let me just give some advice to everybody. If you have a Twitter account, if you have an Instagram account, I'd try again. If you want to tweet something, you may want to make a post. That's fine. But my advice: try to stay off of there as much as possible. We know that Woj and Shams are, going to be having the picks quicker than we are, and then they'll be tweeting about it. You don't want spoilers. This happens to me every single draft. It could be NFL draft, it could be NBA draft. You know what? Or even better, just try to, turn off your notifications when it comes to them. So that's what I did, and same with the other NBA channels. So in a little bit of trade rumors we got here, this was a little bit before the draft, the Philadelphia Sixers are discussing a trade for Eric Gordon. Now, this would involve the Blazers as well. It's obviously a 3-team trade. Rockets, you've got the Blazers, obviously, and the Sixers. So the Sixers are looking to acquire Eric Gordon. The Blazers would then acquire Matisse Thybulle. I don't know any other compensation that would be in there. So what are your quick thoughts on that?
I like Thybulle. I know he's not much of an offensive threat, but he's an elite defender.
That's
and
true.
I think he suits Doc Rivers' system. Obviously, Doc Rivers is a very defensive-minded coach, and I like what he offers on the defensive end. I think you can build around him. Plus, his contract is pretty reasonable. Gordon is, he's okay, but I would have traded for him 2 years ago. I don't know if the Gordon now is worth giving up a Thybulle. I think you could get a better package for Thybulle. Where are you on that?
I think it's mainly because they want to add an offensive threat next to Maxey, Embiid, and James Harden. Obviously, Danny Green's going to be out for the rest of the year, or probably most of the year next year. So I think that is the reason why they're looking at this. I got to see. Also, I think I looked at this correctly. The compensation is also involving the 7th pick. I think Portland's obviously looking to trade out. Maybe Matisse Thybulle becomes a bench piece for the Portland Trailblazers. They're obviously still looking to build around Damian Lillard.
Who gets the 7th pick? Who gets the 7th pick?
I don't know. I think it might be the Rockets. Again, either the Rockets or the Sixers. I don't know, but all I heard was that it's in consideration. And now, some other news. Let me just say, Paolo Banchero is actually rumored to be the top pick.
Wow. Which is exactly the same reaction as somebody who just replied to Adrian Woj's tweet right there. I'm shocked. Although I did say, man, that film that you showed me, I was very impressed by him. And I was much more impressed by his tape than Chet Holmgren's.
Really? Obviously, Jabari Smith is also still rumored to go number 1 overall. Let me just get some comments. What's going on?
I still think Jabari Smith is the number 1, though.
Yeah, me too. He's number 1 on my board if I'm Orlando, and if I'm talking about best player available. MH says he blocked the notifications. Can't wait to meet y'all tomorrow. Yes, MH will be going to the Yankee game. We are all going to. So we will probably meet up with him, as we should.
Look forward to meeting you, man.
They are doing the draft here, 2022, from the Barclays Center, which is about 20, 30 minutes by train. Obviously, the ABC panel is Kevin Nagandi, Chimney, I can't pronounce that, Jalen Rose, and Stephen A. Smith.
That's a really good idea that they fit it at the Barclays, because this is the fullest the Barclays will ever be.
You're right. Adam Silver is going to go to the podium, NBA commissioner. So let me get your thoughts on this. What emotion describes you right now for the NBA draft as a Knicks fan? What emotion right now? Or
Oh,
describe pick like
I wouldn't say I'm not excited. I'm not excited because all I've
okay.
been is let down basically most of my life. So,
Yep.
um, I mean, I was excited for the RJ Barrett
Right.
draft, and other than that, I've been okay. You know, I quite like the quickly draft, but nothing that's gonna like go
They are
nuts
showing some
over.
family of the draft picks. Jaden Ivey's mom, who is also a female assistant coach for the Notre Dame women's basketball team, and also Mark Williams' sister, who's
So,
also there.
so just to
So
answer your question, I think apprehension is my best word.
apprehension. I'm gonna go maybe cautiously optimistic. Maybe I'll go
Okay.
that route. So I think that's a good term. Um, make your prediction right now, man. Who do you think the Knicks are drafting in 11?
AJ Griffin, I think. I think the dude from White Plains, my hometown. I
Yes,
think they'll
White
probably,
Plains.
I think they'll probably go with him.
Uh,
He'll shoot the lights out, but he's got an injury history.
Alex in the background. He's in the background. He's actually doing work for my grandfather right now. He's on 8 with HP support about printer issues. So we'll leave it at that. I think Adam Silver is going to soon announce that the Orlando Magic are on the clock. So there's that. So you know what? What is going on, Troy, as well? I'm going to pull up. Let me see. Go on Fanspo. I'm going to show you guys the mock draft we all did last night. Obviously, Don was a part of it as well. But it was Clutch. It was it was Champ. It was LTK. Very good panel we had last night. Nikki Snacks, all that. So I'm going to share the screen real quick, and this is going to be the mock draft we did last night. So I'm going to go through each pick, each analysis. So let me put that on the screen. So here we are. Here is the mock draft from last night. Donald participated a little bit. Unfortunately, he lost connection. So quick mock draft before we head to the clock. Jabari Smith first overall. Chet Holmgren second. Paulo Banchero third to the Rockets. Keegan Murray to the Kings. They're not going to take another guard. I mean, that's what the smart Kings would do, but there's also the stupid side of the Kings. Love their guards and love destroying them. Basketball purgatory. Jaden Ivey fifth overall. He'll be nice fit next to Kate Cunningham. Sixth overall, Benedict Mathurin going to the Indiana Pacers. Seventh overall, AJ Griffin to Portland Trailblazers. Again, we did this with no trades. Let me just say that. So AJ Griffin goes to the Portland Trailblazers, although they would likely trade the pick. Dyson Daniels goes eighth to the New Orleans Pelicans. Ninth, Jalen Duren goes to the San Antonio Spurs. 10th, Johnny Davis to the Washington Wizards. 11th, the Knicks actually take a risk here, and they go with Shiden Sharp. He did not play a single game of college basketball, but also he is obviously a high school prospect, but he did actually kind of assert himself as the best player in the draft, he said. For a guy who has not played college basketball of any kind, was pretty ballsy. Obviously, as the elite
I think
athleticism,
this would
decent
be the
shooting.
worst case scenario for the Knicks.
Really?
I do.
I know me and Clutch and LTK were talking about that Leon Rose plays too safe. I think we all
He
discussed it
does,
last
yeah.
night in
I
space.
was saying the same thing, man. He
So
plays
this would
very
be
safe.
so maybe just buy on the upside. 12th, Tari Eason to the Oklahoma City Thunder. 13th, Mark Williams to the Charlotte Hornets. 14th, Ochai Agbaji to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of Abaji to Cleveland.
Let me just say the Orlando Magic are on the clock with about a little over 4 minutes to go. So they are up. 15th, Malachi Branham is going to go to the Charlotte Hornets. 16th overall, the Hawks select Usman Dang. 17th overall, Ty Washington is selected by the Houston Rockets. 18th, the Bulls select Jaden Hardy, a little more firepower in their offense in the backcourt. 19th, the Timberwolves select E.J. Liddell out of Ohio State. 20th, they love the Euro players. The Spurs select Nikola Jovic. 21, Jalen Williams is with the Nuggets. 22, Blake Wesley is selected by the Memphis Grizzlies. 23, Walker Kessler to the 76ers to back up Joel Embiid. I think we had that as a similar mock draft. I think we did a mock draft like a week or two ago. Same thing.
That, yeah.
24, Jeremy Sochan to the Milwaukee Bucks. 25,
that would be nice. That would be a nice situation.
Jake LaRavia to the San Antonio Spurs. 26, Margin Beauchamp to the Rockets.
People are sleeping on Beauchamp.
They are. 27th overall, Kendall Brown goes to the Miami Heat. A similar pick we had in our last mock draft. 2018 Dalen Terry is that Jordan Poole kind of guy, and we thought he would be. So he is selected by the Golden State Warriors, maybe a successor to Curry. We'll see. 29th overall, Christian Braun goes to Memphis Grizzlies. And finally, David Roddy, power forward, Colorado State goes to the Denver Nuggets. So that was our mock draft from last night. Now, so good luck to the Knicks and my Celtics. Thank you, Olivia. I appreciate the kindness. Everything is great. Hope you're doing well. So Tudo and Troy chatting it up. Pick is in for the Orlando Magic. So
drum roll, please.
Obviously, we know the NFL draft. We know the NBA draft. They like to milk it out with the first pick overall. So let me just say to you all, it's going to be a long night, folks. We were here till about 12 a.m. last year. Hope you guys stick with us. ClutchBBallTV will come on a little later on after the Knicks picks. So I can't wait for him to discuss some basketball with us and analyze the Knicks picks. I'm ready. I'm definitely ready. I think Jonathan Macri had the odds on the odds on the Knicks picks, the betting odds. So I'm going to take a look at that. I know Branham was in the odds, Johnny Davis too. Jalen Duren, I think, was there as well. Let me ask you this. How about those Kyrie rumors continue to spike up? Do you think it's just him again, trying to negotiate through the media?
I'm more interested actually in the Durant thing. I don't think Irving to New York is realistic, but
no.
I do think that there's a strong chance that this Brooklyn thing is going to get blown up.
All right, folks. Commissioner Silver is walking to the podium with the first overall pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. The Orlando Magic select
Paolo Banchero.
Oh my goodness! Wow, Banchero.
Holy!
There's your first shock of the night, and we said, Jabari Smith was our guy to go first overall. Paolo Banchero is going to the Orlando Magic. So there's your shocker for you.
I feel justified in my belief now that I really liked his tape.
There you go. The Orlando Magic select Paolo Banchero first overall. Shock to us all. So, thoughts on the pick, Donald?
I still have Jabari Smith considerably better, but I had Banchero number 2, ahead of Chet. So listen, it's not a massive reach. It is a shock though. So buckle up, guys. I think we're going to in for a crazy night. I did not see that coming at all. I have to be honest. I did not see that coming. I think
neither did
consensus, he was number 3 on most consensus boards. Have you got a cold?
No, I'm all right, man. I'm all right. Just allergies.
Oh. So yeah, he's there's so much. He's an elite scorer. He's physical. He's a playmaker. He's got so much to his game that can really translate. I love his spin moves. He has some moves like Melo at times.
Yeah.
So I like a lot of his game, and I was quite impressed by his tape that you were showing me.
Yeah, so he would fit on the depth chart. Here's the current lineup right now, obviously minusing Paolo Banchero. Anthony at point guard, Jalen Suggs at shooting guard, small forward Franz Wagner, Jonathan Isaac at the 4, Wendell Carter at the 5. I don't think Isaac is going to be a starter because he's been long injured, so again, we'll see about that. So that would immediately slide Banchero. I think it's kind of a nice fit between Wagner and Banchero in the front court.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, definitely. So what's going on? Big Dash Nose, Braves fan, everybody here. OKC is on the clock with about 4 minutes to go. So Duke number 1 draft picks. Elton Brand in 1999 to the Bulls. Kyrie Irving, 2011 to the Cavs. Zion to the Pelicans in 2019. 2022, Paolo Banchero to the Orlando Magic. So we have our first first pick. So I think it's a shocker, but again, it's to me, it's about what's your flavor of the month. What do you really need? What do you like better? The versatility of Jabari Smith, the playmaking and scoring of Banchero, or the shot blocking, rim protection, and spacing of the floor by Chet Holmgren. So again, it's pick your flavor of the month. That's what I say.
I think there's an issue with Chet Holmgren. He's almost too thin right now. He needs to bulk up a lot. I mean,
very bony.
I think it'll happen, but at the moment, he definitely needs to bulk up a bit in order to survive being down low on the block at NBA level. It's a different dog. I mean, listen, we've seen people with that kind of wiry frame. Just look at Porzingis that fall apart
Yeah, definitely.
fairly
I
quick.
know. I know. Clutch was saying on last night's Spaces, he might not project as a 5 right away, in his opinion,
I
because of
agree.
the very thin stature on the court. So just give me 1 second. All right, about 2:26 to go here on the clock. So pick is not in yet for the OKC Thunder. Again, as I said, top 3 consensus was
I was
mine
listening to
was
Seth Greenberg, who's like an ESPN
yeah.
NBA
Pick is in
expert.
Thunder.
Oh, right, okay. He was saying that Holmgren needs to add a base. He's not really got a base right now, and that's what he's major concern with. So he had Banchero higher than him.
Yeah, that's going to be his problem. Also, foul trouble a little bit, but I think it's mainly that was my biggest problem with Shed. It's the core. It's the core. Beefing up would definitely help. Again, he's a monster for his size at 7'1", but
Yeah,
that's the definitely concern the size. So we will see what this next pick is. They're going back to the panel. Because obviously plenty of players left on the board.
this is surely it has to be Jabari. The Thunder must be like jumping around right now.
Imagine it's Chet.
Do you think it's Chet?
It could be. I really think it is. So they are walking. Does he look really happy though, Banchero?
Well, that's Jabari Smith.
Well, I'm saying Banchero was walking with his hat. He didn't.
Oh, right. I was watching his man. I was like, that's Jabari Smith. No, I think he looks happy. I think he's in shock.
All right. So Jalen Rose and Stephen A. talking it over.
Anxious. Shet looks very anxious.
So we still waiting for the pick to come in. Still waiting, guys. Throw your questions in the chat. Feel free to do so.
So nervous. He is really nervous. I would be too if I have to end up in Oklahoma.
So the odds that for the Knicks. Oh, you know what? He is coming to the draft podium. I'll reveal it after this pick. So here it is.
Oh, it's Chet Holmgren. You are going to Oklahoma at number 2.
There you go. I said it. I literally said that Chet Holmgren would go to OKC.
Wow. If I were the Knicks, I would trade whatever it took to get up to number 3 to get Jabari.
Really?
Hell yeah. He's ready to go, no? Wouldn't you?
I definitely would, but again, he's the more polished game, but obviously not in the higher terms of potential, but absolutely I would be down for I'd be down for
Jabari Smith is the best player in the draft. I'm sure of it. I'm certain of it. The guy's an incredible scorer. He's an elite scorer right now. Like if we're playing the NBA tomorrow, Jabari Smith would be ready to go.
Yep.
I'm not sure we could say that about the other 2 that's already gone.
I think Banchero might be a little more like marinated than Holmgren, but Holmgren has the highest potential in my opinion.
Okay.
That's what I could say. So the odds for the Knicks at 11, Griffin plus 400, Johnny Davis plus 450, plus 500, Malachi Branham. First player pick, not 11. Jaden Ivey plus 800, plus 900, Jalen Duran, plus 1,500, both Shiden Sharp and Ty Washington. I will not be happy if the Knicks select Ty.
I don't want anything to do with Ty. Nothing close to
He's just boring.
He's just not that good. I don't know if he's boring. He's just not that good.
So they are showing Chet's dad. Obviously, they're watching some of the film on Chet.
So the Rockets are getting Jabari Smith.
Again, he's probably the most polished player on the roster. There's still guys that need to marinate.
That's a nice situation for Houston. They do need a forward. Well, they need everything.
Right. I mean, right now your core is Şengün at the center position, maybe Garuba at the power forward, but I think that's going to change with Jabari Smith coming to possibly going to Houston. Imagine they take Ivy here.
Well, anything's possible at this point.
Yeah, it's definitely going to get interesting. So you just put this out, advertise a little bit. So I think their main core is right now. It is, as I said, Şengün, probably Jabari Smith. Who else am I missing? Jay Sean Tate's a part of the core. He's more like a glue guy, in my opinion.
Yeah, they both seem good. That's a good point.
I kind of like the skill set as a Turkish league guy. He's raw, but I think he'll marinate into a very nice player. Obviously missing someone who they drafted last year. Oh, that's right. They also got Jalen Green. How could I forget that? So, highest drafted players from Gonzaga: Chet Holmgren, Adam Morrison, Jalen Suggs, and Roy Hachimura.
Last 2 seasons, 37 and 117, the Houston Rockets.
Jesus. Good God. Basketball purgatory it is.
Do they even deserve to get like I don't even think you merit getting this level of high draft pick with that disgusting performance.
Yeah. So Holmgren is obviously walking off in his Thunder hat. And the hats look really nice, let me just say.
I've not seen the Nick one.
I haven't either, honestly. So about 224 left on the clock for the Houston Rockets.
If it's good, I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, sure. Stephen A. running his mouth. Again, I'm more anticipatedly nervous. I mean, I'm not, optimistic that we're trading up to 4, but I just want to see what happens. So just give me 1 second. I'm sure the pick will be ready.
I can't see it. I don't want to give up Emmanuel quickly. He's the only one I don't want to give up. Or I'll be topping. The rest, I'm happy to give up. Of the young players, obviously RJ Barrett is exempt.
All right. So we are here, 31:34 to go here on the clock. Chet Holmgren versus Steph Curry. Why is this a comparison?
I can't believe Jabari Smith has dropped to 3.
Oh, this is a camp session. Okay, that's why. Again, that's a camp session. That's not the real tape, but still looks impressive, I guess.
I think Jabari Smith looks shocked that he's not already gone. Looks like he was on the phone with his agent right there.
He's like, "Yeah, you're fired." Why? Pick is in for the Rockets.
You're fired.
Yeah, he's like, why am I not first overall? Not even second?
I mean, I'm glad he didn't end up in Oklahoma. I don't think anyone deserves to be in Oklahoma, but Houston could be a good situation for him. It's a good town. It's a fun town.
Very good nucleus. Very good young nucleus, as I mentioned.
It could work for him.
Then it's the Sacramento Kings up next, then the Detroit Pistons, then the Pacers. So very interested to see what happens with the next couple of picks. Obviously chatting it up here on ESPN.
Everyone's basically saying it's almost like a certainty that Jabari. Here we go. Let's hear the pick.
All right. Here it is.
Pick. The Houston Rockets select Jabari Smith Jr. at 3. Congratulations.
There you go.
To the Houston
Jabari
Rockets
Smith Jr.
For getting the best player in the draft. Houston Rockets get the dub.
So let me just put in stuff. Power forward, center. Burn. So, again, another good pick. Jabari Smith. Again, top 3 is officially gone. We'll leave it to the Sacramento Kings for the next one. Probably the most polished out of the top 3. Jabari Smith is going to help impact them right now. Ceiling might be limited, but I think as I said, he's going to make that impact. Got to give a ton of credit to, the Rockets for making this pick. So, very polished 3-point shooter. Probably the best shooter in the draft if you're talking about bigs, talking about for his size, good rebounder, good defender, very versatile on the perimeter.
Yeah.
So
elite
you gotta,
defender, elite shooter, elite jump shot, runs for days. He's the best
you
player in the
got a
draft.
good one, Rockets. You got a good one.
Best player in the draft.
Dream job, if not basketball. Jabari Smith would be an ESPN analyst. Yikes. I mean, I'm sure there are people out there that want to do that, but still. All right, folks. Now the king. Oh, that's bad luck. Kwame Brown is his cousin. Yikes.
Maybe that's why he dropped the 3.
Hello, Jeffrey. What's going on, bro? So here we are at
Jeff.
4. Anticipation, maybe not. Sacramento, again, will decide if they trade the pick or they keep it. 4:28 left on the clock.
His defense is so good.
Athleticism is there.
His athleticism with his size. Gets boards. He dunks. Love him. Love him.
Again, I think Sacramento's keeping the pick.
Man, I see so much Rashard Lewis in him. So much Rashard in him.
$3.56 to go. I'm doing very good today, and you both. Yeah, we're doing good, man. Doing good. Came off the spaces last night. Really, really fun. Again, I'm really thinking of doing one for free agency as well, not just Knicks NBA free agency as well. Rumors, stuff like that, signing trades.
What date is free agency? Is it July?
I would say July 1st, but again,
July
I'm not
1st?
too sure. So, NBA free agency date. Pick is in, folks. The Sacramento Kings are going to pick. So,
Is trade been made? No.
no trade doesn't seem like one. Expect it to be June 30th. So, pick is in for the Sacramento Kings. I feel bad for Ivy if he's drafted to this destination.
Woj is definitely saying it's all Keegan Murray right now.
Again, we'll see, man. We'll see. Keegan Murray's the smart pick. Maybe you shitball off Harrison Barnes. So, highest drafted players from Auburn: Smith, Chris Morris, Chuck Person, Isaac Okoro, and Charles Barkley. So, still waiting on the pick. We'll obviously wait till Commissioner Silver comes out. And I'm not spoiling any picks for myself. I think you guys should do the same.
Right. Well, it looks like that Detroit are now holding the
cards for Jaden Ivey.
Yeah, exactly. The golden cards.
It's not official yet that Jaden Ivey or Keegan Murray's been selected. Obviously, it's just speculation as of right now. Sacramento.
I really want Benedict Mathurin for the Knicks.
Same. He just fits so well. Impact guy right off the bat. That's what we need. He just fits well next to RJ. So.
You're right. And from what I'm hearing, RJ's Mitch and Robinson's going to be a Nick as well. He's going to stay from what I'm hearing. Yep, here we go. Keegan Murray is a king.
Here it is. Keegan Murray, forward out of Iowa. Kind of what we all predicted. Well, somewhat. So let's add that pick in.
I think that's the first one we got right so far.
Yeah. I think the Chet one we got right? We got Chet right. It's just that Boncaro and Jabari Smith was switched around.
Right.
So what do you look at? What do you think the comp is for Keegan Murray?
I'm just looking at his numbers, man. Pretty high. 23.5 points per game, 8 rebounds. Good rebounder.
To me, he's not like too exciting, but he's very refined.
Yeah, he's good on both ends of the floor. He's versatile. I'm really not sure. What would his comp be for you?
I say Aaron Gordon, but with less athleticism.
Hmm.
He just gives me those defensive intangibles. I think he's probably a better shooter than Gordon than most people would say. So Otto Porter's also been comped to him. So again, here comes pick number 5. I know the Knicks were interested in pick number 5 from the Detroit Pistons. Obviously, Cam Reddish was in.
Can't see the Pistons giving up the idea.
Yeah, they need picks for the rebuild.
Ivy would be ideal. I mean, ESPN has Pascal Siakam as his NBA comparison.
That's fair. That's fair. Detroit's on the clock. I don't think they trade out. I think the only trade out, in my opinion, I think the only trade out scenario in the lottery. Yeah. One of the players is the mother for the Notre Dame basketball coach for the girls' team. I think that's Jaden Ivey's mom. So, yes, she does coach girls basketball. Obviously, she probably taught Jaden what he knows today when it comes to basketball. Kenyon Murray talking with this ESPN. So we are just waiting. There's about 3:28 left on the clock. Is that Monica McNutt on the right? I want to say that is.
Yeah, she's on the couch.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So Troy still has the pick. Again, the ideal situation is taking Jaden Ivey 5th overall. Imagine he continues to fall. I'm not saying it's going to happen because I don't think it will. But I would be shocked. Again, there's no reason he should fall. So, I know Alex is getting set up in the background. Luca, when you get a chance, tell Alex to check his Instagram Messenger, please. Yes, when he comes on, I will tell him that.
You're sliding into his DMs, are you?
All right, so we check on the Yankees. Yeah, they're losing 6-3 to the Astros.
Oh.
Tyon's been kind of dreadful. He gave up 2 3-run home runs. One to Bregman, one to Yordan Alvarez.
Damn, that's going to hurt his all-star chances.
Donald, let me ask you this. What seats did you get for NYY News TV Day? Where are you sitting, or you don't know?
I haven't actually checked. I'll have to look at my ticket.
Yeah, you're going to have to look into your email. You just go into you search it up, you do FIVO. I'm sitting at section 3, not section 3, excuse me. Row 3, seat 17. And on the other end, Alex is sitting next to Pete. So that should be fun for him.
So check my email and go where, sorry?
Well, it's probably a Gmail. So go in the search bar, type in FEVO.
FIVO, okay.
You could also see it in the MLB Ballpark app. Detroit is really milking this, and the pick is in. So we will see in a second.
Here we go.
All right.
I am sitting section 234, row 4, seat 12.
Okay, so you're like kind of behind me. Kind of.
Do you know who I'm beside?
I don't know. I'm sure people are going to be switching seats around, which is probably not an issue. So there's that. Alex is, as I said, mentioning row 3, seat 1. Obviously, the pick is in for the Detroit Pistons as we await Adam Silver coming out to the podium.
I mean, the Pistons traded away Jeremy Grant. I mean, they need a forward, don't they?
That's true. So let me look at their depth chart. They obviously have Cade. They also have Killian Hayes. I'm not very high on him.
No.
He gives me Frank Ntilikina vibes. So it's here's how it goes. Your power forward today would be Marvin Bagley. Your center would be Isaiah Stewart, although you can move either to the bench if you want to be real, but I think Bagley could put it as a stretch 4. Sadiq Bey at the small forward, shooting guard Cade Cunningham. Point guard, it could be either Corey Joseph or Killian Hayes. I know that the Pistons are interested in DeAndre Ayton in free agency. So that is something to note. Obviously, with the trade for Jeremy Grant, they are clearing cap.
Sorry, Knicks fans. Jaden Ivey
Shit.
is officially a Detroit Piston.
There you go, folks.
And he's crying. I can't blame him for crying. I'm so sorry they ended up in Detroit, man, my brother. I'm so sorry.
Shit.
I'm so sorry. Oh, he's in floods of tears. I would be too.
He's like, my career is going to shit.
You couldn't pay me to visit Detroit. That's even for a weekend. What would you do in Detroit? What is there to do in Detroit? Like,
apparently their pizza is really famous, but you know I wouldn't.
That's good. That'll last like 10 minutes. What else?
I don't know, man. I'm still bummed out that we didn't trade up to get Ivy. I don't know what the Kings' asking price was. I don't know what Detroit's asking price was. I think we were like, fuck the Kings because the asking price was a little too high. But again, we'll see.
His mom's pretty hot. All right.
I actually got to agree with you, Donald. Yeah. I mean, she is a basketball coach.
Oh, is she?
There you go. Neil Ivey. Jaden's mother playing at Notre Dame.
Her name's Neil?
There you go. Head women's basketball coach at Notre Dame.
She's cute.
So the basketball roots run through her. Enjoys yoga. Jaden enjoys yoga in his free time. Maybe that's why he's so flexible.
How do you know if there's flexibility?
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean flexible. My God.
That is a beautiful cut. Please keep that cut. Please, Alex, keep that cut. That is
we're gonna have to go back to this.
It's a beauty. It's a winner.
I'm sorry about that. Excellent.
Oh, that's amazing.
I walked right into that one, didn't I?
You did. Oh, dear.
So who goes to Indiana? Now, we said Mathurin on the mock draft from yesterday.
I'm still loving that. Oh, shit. Well, I mean, unless the Knicks get Mathurin, I'm not going to be overly delighted.
What about Johnny Davis?
Nah, doesn't do anything for me.
Really?
No.
I know Clutch's top prospect was Johnny Davis. What did you think of the return from the Jeremy Grant trade? I thought it was a complete misfire.
Misfire, completely. Jeremy Grant's is a really good player. I prefer Jeremy Grant to Julius Randle.
Nikki says, "What's up?" Laughing face, rather, because I screwed up and I ran into a. Yeah. Nimar says, "Who was on with us last night, says the Knicks should have traded up." Again, I don't blame you for saying that, but it's also what was the Kings' asking price? The pick is in for the Pacers.
Indiana, what do they need?
They have Duarte. They have Brogdon. They're probably going to trade him off. Let me see.
Yep. They need a small forward. They need a guard.
They still have T.J. Warren.
To probably go Daniels or Sharp.
So they have Miles Turner, T.J. Warren, Chris Duarte, and Buddy Hield at the small forward. Therese Halliburton at the shooting guard, Brogdon point guard.
Who did you guys select it for Indiana in the
Keegan, I think. Wait, no, it wasn't Keegan. It was Benedict Mathurin.
Oh, it was Mathurin?
Yep.
Mathurin would be a great fit here.
See, the thing is, who's their future point guard? No, it's Halliburton. Why? I walked right into that one, too.
Yep.
Their future point guard would be Halliburton. You can move.
I think they need a starting small forward. I mean, let's be honest. Mathurin makes all the sense in the world.
So Ivy is in tears.
My
career is officially botched. Come trade for him. You should pull an Eli. Pull in Eli. pull in Eli.
Please do. I mean, damn. What are the Knicks keeping their shitty players for? Get rid of them. We need to move up, man.
You got. I want to trade up to 7 now.
Indiana Pacers select Benedict Mathurin. Oh, good night.
Fucking kidding me. There you go. Got that one fucking right. My favorite player in the draft. Good for him that his stock was rising, but bad for the Knicks. Shit. There you go, folks. My favorite prospect in this draft for the Knicks is gone. He is going to the Indiana Pacers, Benedict Mathurin. Donald is pissed. (2021-2022) Pac-12 Player of the Year, Benedict Mathurin.
There's really no one I want to trade up for.
That's a good point.
Like, why? What does Leon Rose actually do? Here's a general question: what does he do?
Shannon Sharp is continuing to fall, so maybe they go with him. I know they like Johnny Davis. So
it's still a long way to go before you get to 11. I don't think there's anyone's worth trading up for.
So again, there's solid players at 11. So obviously, it's not the elite talent that I thought was Benedict Mathurin.
I mean, I love Jalen Duren, but the Knicks are going to bring back Mitchell Robinson, from what I hear. So
unless somehow they trade him, I know there are certain people out there that are pissed if they select Jalen Duren because they want Mitch back.
I don't know why people are so locked in on Mitch. I mean, I know I might be in the minority. I think
it's fine. It's fine. Like, I think, bringing Mitch back is obviously a good thing as well, but I think you have other options. Mark Williams, obviously, too.
I have huge concerns for his injury history. His health is major, and I think that he played at another level simply because he's playing for a contract. I think that he doesn't strike me as the type that's going to continue to work as hard, in my opinion.
Again, he needs to work on those damn free throws before he starts three-point shooting.
His game has not improved one iota since his rookie year, in my opinion. What do you think has he improved on? Like, less foul
Maybe
trouble?
foul trouble. That's all I got to say.
And he's really good on the offensive boards, but I think he's kind of always been good at that. I mean, elite shot blocker, but he's always been an elite shot blocker, so I don't know.
Again, I'm not against a Duren pick. I'm really not. You trade Mitch, maybe you get – again, I'm not trying to get my hopes up for Brunson. That's obviously a possibility. So, still waiting on the pick from Portland. Again, the prospect that I would really kind of diss or two, I'd say maybe Branham because of his defense and Ty. That's it. I mean, SoCan doesn't fit the team for me.
Yeah, he doesn't fit either. I'm worried about my White Plains brother. His injury history is massive, and I don't know if I really trust his injury history. So for me, I'd edge towards a no. I like him. Baji. I think he's still my main man. I'd love to select him.
I think Griffin's injury history is a little overblown, but I buy into the skill set. I buy into it.
Okay, so you'd be really happy with AJ Griffin?
I'd be happy. He's not my top option, obviously, but you could work. Yeah, you could work me into that.
I mean, Davis seems like an ideal Thibodeau pick. I just don't think he puts us over the top. I don't know how his fit would be with RJ Barrett. Do you know what I mean?
That's I understand where you're going.
I don't.
He's not a great 3-point shooter.
Nope.
Shot 30%.
Yeah.
Good he's obviously a monster defender.
Yeah.
Defender. Obviously know that. Obviously the mid-range game is probably his best on offense. 3-point shooting, as I said, needs to be worked on. Finishing against lengthier opponents is, I think, a concern for him, but I think he'll get better as we go on. So here's what would be left on the board at this situation right now. My guys, so Matherin's obviously off the board. So you would have Duran, Johnny Davis, Mark Williams, AJ Griffin, Ochai Baji, Tari Eason, and Dyson Daniels. Question is, would Donald buy into Dyson Daniels?
Dyson Daniels. No.
That was pretty nonchalant. Just like, no.
Nope.
No, thank you.
I mean,
so guys, don't be afraid to talk it up. The pick isn't in yet.
I mean, there is a lot of talent, but it's not worth for me trading up for. And I really wanted to trade up and shed some of these awful contracts that we have.
I know our buddy TK is pretty pissed right now because he said that we won games for basically nothing towards the end of the season.
Yeah. I mean, listen, if all we need to do is get up to 5 and we get ourselves the difference maker of the draft and Jaden Ivey, then these wins didn't do anything for us.
Exactly. But Thibodeau.
And that's what I said. It was like I didn't understand why the front office didn't choose a direction. Because if they decided to go full rebuild, then stop playing any veterans.
Exactly.
Go with the young guys, develop the young guys. You'd probably end up in a better spot. Shaden Sharp is a Trailblazer. It's a pretty nice spot for Portland. There's absolutely no trades going on.
Shaden Sharp, I think we had him as well. No, that's right, we didn't. Hey guys, who do you think the Knicks will pick? I'm saying Johnny Davis.
I can see them trading down.
Oh God, please, no, please.
It's the specialty now, man. I'm almost certain of it.
Don't trade down unless you're trying to shed salary.
We'll trade down one spot and accrue a second-round pick. And then,
unless you want, the only guy I want to trade down for possibly would be Kennedy Chandler or Blake Wesley. That's it.
I like Kennedy Chandler.
Very physical in defense. He plays above his size. So Shaden Sharp, very raw prospect that the Blazers are going to invest in. Obviously, they still have to win for Dame. And I will be right back. I'm just going to do something real quick.
Knick fans, hit us up, man. What's everyone's thoughts? Who are you guys going to select at 11? Is there reason for optimism? Is your dream guy still available? Hit us up in the chat. Shaden Sharp is a pretty good selection for Portland. I think we've got to be happy with that. I wouldn't go with Dyson Daniels if I were Nick because his jumper at this point is the biggest area of concern, which for me prevents him from going to the top 10. I really think the Knicks need to focus on shooting. So for me, that's why I love Ochai Ajabi.
Did Luca just leave you for the dead or something, Donald?
Yeah, I'm just talking to myself.
I don't know what happened to him, but
please tell me you got that little snippet of Luca's massive faux pas.
What happened?
You missed it?
Well, I saw was because I was on HP support for like an hour and a half. I did see that Paulo went 1 overall.
No. Luca made a faux pas. He said that Jaden Ivey's really flexible. And I says, how do you know he's flexible?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
I was just enlightening your brother on your faux pas there, Luca.
He's going to put on his headphones, then I'll hear you.
I'm here.
I heard about your faux pas.
Yeah. I'll just say yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's turning a tradition. Yoshi says that the Knicks get bad picks. I wouldn't say bad picks from last year and the year before. Maybe Obi Toppin, you could say you're mixed on. I think I buy into the potential long term. Obviously, we've talked countlessly on Boys in the Big Apple about a sense of direction with the front office and the coaching staff. That was another one of their major decisions that they disagreed on. So the pick is in for the Pelicans, and another disagreement between the front office and the head coach was trading for Cam Reddish. You got to be in lockstep with the direction you want to be in. There is none.
I really don't know what their plan is right now.
That's what causes for concern. Grimes was a good pick last year. McBride, I think we have yet to make light of. IQ obviously good for his value. Obviously, said Obi Toppin his potential. Again, we'll see what happens this year in terms of draft.
I just wanted to go back to your original question as to my thoughts on Davis. For me, it's or even Dyson Daniels. The Dyson Daniels selection. I wouldn't select him because he's not a good shooter, and the Knicks need shooting. I don't want us just to select a Tom Thibodeau reclamation project of his ideal vision of a basketball player, which is just a scrappy defender. I don't think that moves the needle for me, because you're just going to get a role player, and we've got too many role players.
Anyone see that the Yankees are getting their asses handed to them?
Yeah, but listen, if they get that out the way before our game, then I'm cool with it.
Yes, I agree.
We're at a stage now where I don't even worry about a loss because we're just so good. I certainly look forward to us talking Yankees very soon on the next show.
Our pick is in.
Okay. Good. Dyson Daniels is gone. Excellent. Good news. He's gone to the Pelicans.
There you go. Dyson Daniels. Donald does not have to worry about him now.
Whew.
Let's go. Sixers says Blue City Empire Sports. They have 23 overall. Daniels, another correct pick of ours in the draft, in the mock draft process. So we are heading to number 10, then 11 for the Knicks.
I mean, we've actually done pretty well with our mock drafts to this point.
Yeah.
Apart from 1 and 3.
All right, so we got Chet right. Boncaro and Jabari Smith were switched around. Keegan Murray, so Holmgren we got right. Keegan Murray we got right. Jaden Ivey we got right. Benedict Mathurin we got right. So that's 4. And this one is 5. 5 out of 8. I'm sorry, this is 9 now coming. So I predicted Jalen Duren. He just seems like a system fit. And Jakob Poeltl is going to be a free agent next year.
Yeah, but the Kings love – sorry, the Kings. The Spurs love to do things a little different.
Okay, so per Steve Popper, again, I'm looking on Twitter. I'm not browsing for spoilers. Hearing that, yes, the Knicks are still talking with Detroit about the Ivy pick. A deal could be made if Duren is available at 11 and they do a package with that pick.
There's still hope. So
Alex, I can't hear Jack.
I'm in. I don't know how, because literally it was weird because I was literally over here, and I'm like, which ones did how much did you get right? And then Lucas is like, oh well, besides the 1 and the 3, I'm like, I thought my thing was actually not on mute. But what with Jaden Ivey going to the Knicks? There's still hope.
Yeah, because they're talking about trading. I mean, if you're Detroit, you trade Ivy to the Knicks, you're really stupid.
Yeah, but they are a stupid organization.
You can't pass up that kind of talent.
But to be honest, how would Ivy fit with Cade Cunningham?
On the Knicks? Oh,
No,
I'm sorry.
Because isn't Ivy more of like a 1 rather than a 2?
I say he's more of a 2, in my opinion.
But the Knicks want him as a 1.
I guess if that's what they want to trade him up for. Maybe it's just the elite talent that they want, not so much the point guardness.
Is Ivy the kind of shooter which would do well with Cade Cunningham? Because he's not a great shooter, Ivy, yet.
I think he's solid, but again, it could be better, obviously.
Yeah.
Sox Arizona says, "What's up, guys? What's going on, Sox? What's going on, everybody?" Again,
Some
pocket
Sox.
questions so much.
What up, Sox? What's going on, man?
Again,
Devin podcast will be back next week, by the way, probably around 9:30.
Again, I just don't want the. I don't want these. Go ahead.
I wanted to take this NBA stuff out of the way so that we don't have to put our schedule at 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock. I wanted it to be a little more organized, but
I
Sox
don't.
gets the day off.
Yeah, nothing much. Hopefully, Nick's a good player. Pick hasn't been selected yet for San Antonio. I'm saying Jalen Duren, but if indeed, then imagine if the Knicks pull this off. You know, where they again, I'm not trying to get hope because I'll be disappointed at the end of the day, but
you got to use the Sean quote, Luca.
What's that?
Well, I mean, with all the false hope and the Knicks and all that stuff, you know how Sean is.
Yeah, he's more of a casual, so. So, about
Is it on ESPN?
ESPN or ABC?
ESPN, yeah.
Which one's better?
I've got on ESPN. It's doing pretty well for me. But it's much of a muchness, probably.
Yeah, ESPN is actually ahead of ABC, so
that's why that's why I've been going like a second faster than you guys.
You think it's a desperation move, Donald, to get Ivy?
No, because you saw how disappointed I was. Because I mean, for me, like the difference makers in the draft are Ivy and Mathurin and Smith. I mean, obviously, outside the top three for me, it was Ivy and Mathurin.
I have a question.
Difference makers. So, I think we need to find a way of making it happen. We've got a log jam at the wing, which I'm very worried about. So, unless we package a huge trade, which would free up the wings, then it makes too much sense to try and find a way to get up in the draft for a difference maker, because we play safe far too often at this stage.
Now let me
remind all that San Antonio is still on the clock. Go ahead, Alex.
Do we know, like, officially yet if the shit holding up the trade at 4 was Emmanuel Quickly? Like, has anyone confirmed that?
I don't think so, but I try not to look because I don't want to spoil anything again. So I'm surprised Jabari. I'm still surprised Jabari went numbers 3. That was a steal. Yeah, I'm surprised Jabari fell to 3 as well. I said jokingly, you know what? You got to fire the agent.
Is there any rumors on DeJounte Murray?
NBA trade report. I don't trust him completely. Pick is in for the Spurs. They said the Knicks reached out to the Spurs, but again, I don't know. I'm not sure really truly trust him. So again, that's just like hope. That's hope. I remember when the Spurs reached last year. Josh Primo. He was like a second-round pick. Now the Spurs have 3 first-round picks. 9, 20.
Although I think Primo was much better than a second-round pick.
So the best available per Jay Bilas, he says that Griffin and Duren are the best available.
Yeah, I love Duren.
Mark Williams, Usman Dang are still available. What's up?
I think are you sure you got allergies, bro?
Yeah, it's just allergies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, did I miss something?
Coughing and spluttering.
I think I'm okay. How was Atlantic City? It was good. Jets mess. Alex, you going to tell the story? Transportation?
You?
Nah, you can tell it. Be useful.
Motherfucker, I've done enough complaining. I spent 2 hours on the phone with HP support. I think I'm warranted a pass.
Yeah, you guys got to tell me about Atlantic City. What happened?
All right, so we were supposed to ride the Greyhound to Atlantic City Sunday afternoon. I think it was like a 4:30 bus. We go there. Alex waits online. Then I come back from the bathroom. The bus is canceled. So the pick is in. The Spurs will select.
Jeremy Suhan is going to the Spurs.
Jeremy Sochan.
I
Baylor.
did hear that Sochan was an outside shot at the Spurs. Is a very Spursy. And in fact, I think I said during the live chat last night that I thought it was going to be Sochan.
There you go, folks. Yeah,
I do remember saying that. I did say that.
He is kind of that versatile piece.
He's that kind of. It's a Spursian selection.
Alex, Troy's asking how you are. Or how are you? Whatever. Alex, check your messenger too from Jeffrey. Instagram.
Messenger? Oh shit. Yep. Check.
So we got 10, got 11. Second Baylor freshman drafted Quincy Miller in 2012. So, who are you predicting at 10, Donald? Do you say Johnny Davis?
Hopefully it's not Durant, from what I'm hearing, because if Durant drops to 11, then we've got a shot.
Yep. I will break my headphones if Ty Washington is the pick because of the Kentucky connection. I don't want to hear that.
Could you imagine?
I would jam my headphones into the computer.
Yep.
You won't do shit, Luca.
I'd have a meltdown.
Then I'll be like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
I know. I'd start doing Gordon Ramsay again.
Celtics are picking 53, right? Yeah, I think so. 53 overall. I think that's the only pick in the draft for them. So Washington's on the clock. I'm hoping they don't take Johnny Davis. Again, I like Sochan, as a versatile guy, but oh God, Jaden Ivey's meeting with Spike. No. God.
Why? What's the problem with that?
I don't know. I just don't like Spike, in my opinion. But if he convinces him, I think he's a fake. I think he's a fake Knicks fan. I think he's a fake.
So.
As I was saying, maybe he's convincing him to go to the Knicks, do a pull at Eli Manning.
Yeah, but I don't think it's his choice.
Yeah, exactly. So there's that. Coming up, Spike Lee and Chet Holmgren on set. That should be fascinating.
It's weird.
Interesting combo.
Next, New York.
After Washington.
Yeah.
By the way, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share this out as well. Obviously, there's a shit ton of people watching the NBA draft tonight. There's a lot of people actually streaming. So if you want to get us out, chat with some more people about the NBA draft, obviously Luca and Donald do a good job on here. Share this out. Also, did the Lakers trade their pick? That's the question.
Did the Lakers trade their pick? Yeah, they don't have a first rounder till like 2025, 2027. So long ways away. They do have a second round pick. I think they traded with the Magic or some team. I don't know.
Was Anthony Davis or Russell Westbrook?
Could have been both. Could be both, honestly. Imagine setting basketball back like 6 years when Russell Westbrook comes to Brooklyn to join KD and Kyrie joins LeBron again. That would be one of the most weird scenarios yet.
I can't wait to have some free chicken, free Mountain Dew, free Pepsi brand shit on Saturday.
Woo!
And the thing is, though, now I know some people won't stick to their seats, which I'm not a stickler on that because we have a whole fucking section to ourselves, but I'm assigned to sit next to Pete.
That'll be fun.
Pick is in for the Washington Wizards.
Apparently, I'm behind Luca.
Yeah, I switched. I went to ESPN and I'm probably ahead. So
No, I'm talking about on in seats on Saturday.
oh yeah. You were like behind me. Alex blocked you on Twitter, Troy. Oh shit. Alex, you have to respond to this. This isn't good. He's just phoning away. Alex, how could you do that?
There's reasons. I'll put it in private chat.
Ooh.
So let me just get the Wizards thing ready. All right, pick is in for the Wizards, then the Knicks. David Robinson first pick. Lefty Hook. Shaq, they're talking about centers drafted first overall.
Shaq's the man.
Yep. Can't beat his strength. Greatest power forward of all time, Tim Duncan. Also got Yao Ming. Anthony Davis.
Overrated.
Yeah, he is overrated. Very. He's soft.
Yep.
Doesn't want to play center. So, pick is in, folks. I think Silver's about to come to the podium.
Johnny Davis.
You know, Donald, finally after all this time, I'm in line with you. Like when Silver's mouthing the words, I hear the audio of the lip.
Yeah.
The lip, so awesome. Good pick. I like him next to Bradley Beal.
Suits me. I didn't want Davis either.
I'm surprised you didn't want Davis, but did the Knicks trade any players yet? No, not yet. Oh boy, let's see what they do at 11.
They got to select Jalen Duren, man.
Please don't trade back, please.
Select Jalen Duren.
Has to be for Kennedy or Blake Wesley.
If they select Duren and then package that up.
I'm hearing the Knicks have a good chance to get Kyrie if he doesn't want to get him once from his.
You get a lot of explanation there.
So there you go. Yeah, in regards to the Kyrie Irving thing, I'm gonna say it's all leverage. He's trying to use the Knicks for leverage, trying to use the Lakers for leverage. It's called a tactic called negotiating through the media. That is a perfect example. I know. I certainly know that Mad Good Knicks show TK is going to throw a fit if they select Jalen Duren. So
on the clock, the Knicks. God knows what they do.
Yeah,
literally, God
knows.
We do a Joe Judge and trade back.
Here we go. Prayers up, Knick fans.
Cross your fingers. Do what you can. Now, I'm going to switch my prediction. I'm going to go with AJ Griffin because selected previously was Johnny Davis. So imagine the Knicks trade back into the first round.
I think it's probably AJ too.
You go RJ Barrett.
What was the pick that you said if it was tie, you'd bust your headphones on air?
I'd break them. There's no reason Nick should select him. He's nothing. I'm not going to say he's nothing, but...
He's nothing.
Please, again, my dreadful pick right here is Ty. That's it. Tari, I like him, but I don't see him as a fit. Mark Williams, Jalen Duren, I'd be fine with that. Ochai, Donald's one of Donald's favorite players, absolutely. So Alex is going in the background. 3:20 to go. As we are holding on for dear life.
We should do a poll. Or we should have done a poll. If
Pick is in. God help us all.
If Ty Washington is picked, will Luca actually bust his headphones? 1 second.
God help us all, people. God help us all. Next key players: Randall Robinson, Barrett Rose, Fournier. I'm scared. I'm fucking scared. Here's my reaction to Leon Rose selecting either trading back for some guy I don't like or selecting Ty.
What is he, nuts?
No! No!
About to count the bucket.
Are you shitting me?
No.
That's a great one. That is a great one.
Knicks, imagine the Knicks trade back twice.
If we get the lead back, I'm putting King in. Are you
No!
fucking kidding me?
No! Again!
Ah!
I just gotta throw those in there as a little mediator as we're trying to calm our nerves. So we're gonna move this over here now. I don't think there was much interest in Ty pre-draft, and I'm hoping that's not the case. I mean, I'm hoping that is the case. It just stays that way.
No, I'm looking at the Knicks hat. I don't like it.
There you go.
Hang into your butts, people.
It's gonna be some ride. Here we go. The moment of truth.
Prayers up, Knick fans.
Ooh!
Fuck's sake.
Wow. That came out of nowhere.
Oh, man. Oh, boy.
Donald is beside himself. I don't know what to say, honestly. I don't. I'm kind of in shock. Did they meet with him is the question. I can bookmark this. I have this bookmarked.
Donald, you still hope for that trade? You know, Luca, Donald's not going to speak to us tomorrow. He's going to shake our hand, and then that's the last thing he does.
Wow. Here you go, everybody. We have acquired multiple first-round picks from the OKC Thunder for Dang.
We traded back. So wait, hold on. We get
Whoa! Whoa! Did you guys hear that?
No.
yeah.
The Knicks have traded that pick to Oklahoma.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, okay.
They're traded for multiple first-round picks.
So do they get this one or no?
I want to see what they traded for. They haven't released the details on Twitter. Who did the Knicks take? They took Usman Dang, Jets mess. They traded the pick of Usman to the Thunder for multiple first-round picks. So,
Oh, thank God.
That was still funny though when Donald.
Oh, thank God. Oh. Woo! Woo! Oh, that was too much stress, man. They can't do that to me, man. That's not fair.
there you go, folks. I just want to know what the draft board looks like.
So what are we doing in this draft? Are we even drafting anyone? Or have we just gone fuck it?
We were doing what the Giants did in the second round.
What just
Imagine we traded some players.
what is the next plan, for God's sake?
I retweeted and said on Twitter, "What's our strategy here, folks?"
Oh,
Adrian
yeah.
Brooks
Now he's
on
wearing,
board.
Sweet. So the Knicks traded him.
Oh, Christ!
So
almighty.
are the Knicks trading drafting at 12 or who? No, or what? No.
They're not. I don't know. They're not saying.
What is
They're
the
not being
package?
specific. All I see is multiple first rounds. That's it. None. No clarification on what picks
Are we
were.
out? Are we not drafting
Dude,
at all?
I don't know. I don't know.
Fiddling Jesus is going on here.
That's the term. All right, let's go back to this.
What is he, nuts?
What in the fiddling fuck?
What is going on, folks?
Yoshi says Knicks have no plan like always.
I just want to know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, well, give me an idea. This is some Leon Rose shit that's like off the wall.
All right, I'm still on a mission. Maybe it's a package to get Ivy. Again, I'm just speculating.
That would have to be a lot.
That's why you acquire. That is why you acquire multiple first round picks. Hopefully, you can't just keep stockpiling for no reason.
I know. It sounds like we're turning into the Thunder.
Thunder still have the 12th pick. It isn't a part of the Knicks trade.
Oh, for God's sake!
That's so stupid, though. Why not? Why did they get the 12th pick? Why didn't we take it?
The Thunder still have the 12th pick. It isn't part of the Knicks trade. So what are the Knicks getting out of this?
I know that's my question. Just look up Woj or something, and then don't look at everything else.
Jesus Christmas Christ!
Christmas Christ! I love this. So we got fiddling Jesus, fiddling fuck.
I need to make something up now.
We're gonna have a heart attack by the end of this, as the Thunder pick is in. Not a part of the trade, so he's not going to New York.
Yeah. Listen. What are we even doing here?
Donald, that is right now top 10 questions science can't answer. What are the Knicks doing in this draft process?
While they get the pick in, we're gonna go through a bunch of pictures and memes. Is that
the Thunder or the Knicks on the phone?
I mean, it could be our reaction. God. Leon Rose thinking he has leverage. Let's see. Donald wanted to do once Dang was picked. Everybody looking on Twitter after Dang was picked.
Please tell me somebody from the roster is gone. Please tell me.
What's that office? What's the office?
See, what's wrong with Harden's eye? I don't want to make fun of him if he's like if he has a lazy eye, but that just really looks really large. You want to pull it up again, Alex?
Oh, that's a good one.
Why did you take that?
It looked like his eye was massively infected. Look at his left eye.
One.
Oh. There you go. Harden with the very enlarged left eye for some reason.
How many picks to the Thunder have? Why did we? I don't understand. What are we doing here?
Dude, I don't.
You have to give us something. But Leon Rose never talks, so we don't really know what the explanation is. Like, he didn't want another wing. He didn't want to go.
Bro, I don't know what they received. They're telling me multiple firsts, but where? What is the Thunder getting in return besides Dang?
Watch it be like a bunch of late firsts.
God Christ Almighty, no. Jesus Christmas Christ.
Jesus Christmas. So we traded out of the draft?
We don't know. We don't know. That's the problem. We don't know. Alex is
I told you we'd move back.
Fucking Christ.
I'm back.
Ooh. Interesting. A little early for him, in my opinion, but I like his skill set. Good passer of the basketball, good defender, shoots the ball well.
If you want to put the banner up, of course.
Hold on.
Yeah, gotta finish my dinner.
There's got to be more to this. I can't. Donald's in shock. I'm in shock. We're all in shock.
Something makes sense. I'm not a Leon Rose fan. I'll just be honest. I never have been. Leon Rose thinks he's smarter than he actually is. Like sometimes he seems to be outsmarting himself.
Olivia Quinn, the Knicks are going to get Kyrie. Please no. Don't give me that image.
Why would you want Kyrie Irving?
Don't give me that image, please. Yeah,
I was watching the news today. Not by coincidence, of course, because I don't watch the news. They were interviewing people on NBC about the Kyrie situation in the Knicks. Someone said they would be really happy if they got Kyrie.
Imagine the Knicks try to get what's his name, DeJounte Murray.
Well, let's talk about this. What are the rest of the Thunder picks for the first round?
I don't think they have any though.
How many? No, they surely haven't traded out of the draft. Why would you trade out of the draft?
Getting future picks prolongs the process. That's a good point.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Are we turning into the Thunder? Because isn't this what the Thunder does?
You don't want to do half freaking pregnant rebuilds. Where's the direction on this franchise? I'm just up in arms right now. I'm not angry. I'm not angry. I'm just up in arms. That's it. I'm up in arms. That's.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
I'm really trying to go through my feed here.
I guess you must feel disenfranchised because you spent all this time going through film, finding what type of guy would fit the New York Knicks, and they didn't even draft in the first round.
The entire Knicks fan base at Leon Rose.
What? I'm still confused. What is their plan?
Help me, just.
Jesus, good Lord.
Oh, this is also Donald and Luca right now.
Fair. Kyrie to the Knicks championship 2023. No, please. I swear to God, if we get Kyrie Irving.
God.
I swear to God, if I hear Kyrie Irving to the Knicks. I'm literally... All right. Opposing teams say no, that was 39 minutes ago. I'm not going to do that.
MH, if you would have came, and obviously you're doing your thing with your friends tomorrow, and then you are meeting us, but if you came a day later, you came on Saturday, you would be meeting Sean.
Jesus Christ, motherfucker.
Fucking camera works as much as the Knicks draft strategy does.
Again, we're all up in arms, everybody.
It's like somebody fucking died.
The only pick they have, 42. That's the second round.
Here's the thing, though. Like you said, multiple firsts. Where do we move?
I don't know,
Where
dude.
are we moving to? That's literally like selling your house and having nowhere to go.
That's a good analogy, I must say.
Literally. Oh, you're selling your house. Oh, where are you going now? I don't know. The mate says we can't draft and develop at all.
Fred Katz at Fred Katz figured it was possible for the Knicks to trade down or out. The front office has shown a preference to kick the can down the road when it's not thrilled with its options. Did the same last year, trading 19 to Charlotte for a future first.
Well, how long can fucking Thibodeau and Leon Rose
That's
handle
what they're doing. They all they do is kick the can down the road. That is Leon Rose's name. He doesn't do anything.
Here we go. The Knicks are taking one last serious push at Jaden Ivey.
Well, okay, what is
Take these first round picks and get him.
Laced with the picks from the OKC trade. There you go. I told you they're trying to get Ivy.
And Ivy
But
went
what can
5.
we offer? What can we offer Detroit, which would be of interest?
We did give them Dennis Smith Jr.
Yeah, for Derrick Rose.
Oh God, that looks so bad.
Oh, Jesus, good Lord.
We can give
Christmas.
him a veteran with the picks.
Yeah, you would be giving up first-round picks for Ivy and also trying to get Detroit to take on a contract after they just freed up Jeremy Grant. I'm not sure if they're willing to do that. What are the Knicks thinking? They are screwed up in the head. I thought the Jets were bad. The Jets have a plan, though. Again, I'm very pessimistic with the Jets usually. I try to be in the middleman, like between optimism or pessimism. But they have a plan, though. They have a blueprint.
I think the plan is Jalen Brunson, guys.
All right, here
take
we
all
go.
those fucking picks that we're trading back and trading for him.
Jalen Duran.
There you go. Jalen Duran.
Well, Charlotte continue to get better.
Yep, now you got a rim protector and a rim runner for LaMelo. Nice job, Charlotte. I'm not saying that sarcastically. I'm actually saying nice job, Charlotte. Again, I went all. Donald's right.
Hold on, wait. This is Detroit listening in on Leon Rose and his offer.
Yeah, they're not impressed.
Yeah, what could we offer Detroit, which would, because now that we've traded out of the draft.
Yo, we got Jalen Duran. We got
What?
Jalen Duran from Charlotte.
What?
We got Jalen Duran from Charlotte. He's coming to the Knicks.
That is
Ian
part of.
Begley.
That must be part of the Jaden Ivey trade.
Holy shit.
It must be. So we've acquired extra first-round pick plus Duran,
Jalen Duran. Yeah,
and that's going to be packaged to get Ivy.
hopefully, yes.
Okay.
Sounds like, okay, maybe we'll see.
Okay.
How this goes.
We're sort of getting back to some sort of semblance of something.
Some sort of intelligence.
Why haven't ESPN mentioned this yet?
Because it probably hasn't got to them. Or they're just... I mean, they won... Detroit wants a center, so...
That's a good point.
They have
But
been looking at DeAndre
ESPN
Ayton. But,
suck. They haven't reported this thing yet.
Who reported
wow.
it?
Where did
Ian
you read
Begley
it?
and
Ian
Shams
Begley?
Charania. Begley and Charania.
So what the frick are ESPN doing?
Sitting on their ass. Okay, Jets mess. I'm lost. What happened? The Hornets traded Jalen Duran center out of Memphis to the Knicks. That's what's going to happen. And we are assuming that is trying to lure Jaden Ivey to the Knicks.
What's
via
the
trade.
package? Do we need to know some packages for any of
Lakers
these
should
deals?
take Kyrie Irving. I don't want him near the Knicks. That would be
Exactly.
interesting.
But how are they going to fit in that money?
Pistons are acquiring Jalen Duran. What is this?
For who?
What is this?
Wait, what?
Jalen Duran went from the Hornets to the Knicks, now to the Pistons.
Right, so the Knicks must be getting Ivy.
No, but I think Luke was trying to say they never got him at all.
No. 3 minutes ago, Shams Charania says the Hornets traded Duran to the Knicks. The same about 3 minutes ago, Pistons are acquiring Jalen Duran at 13 in a trade.
Who said that?
Here let's what is good? All right, I'll share the screen. I'm going nuts right now.
Me too. Help me, people.
I'll share it. There you go.
What?
There you go, folks.
Do we know what the package is for this nonsense?
Don't know. Ivy still could be in play with a Duran package, obviously, because Duran just got moved to Detroit.
So that's official.
I don't know if, again, they haven't said Ivy to the Knicks.
Pretty
They
much
have
just
not said
anything
that.
on ESPN. There's
Tweet up again.
Damn, you
Pull
just...
it up again. I want to see something.
Kemba Walker to Detroit. Kemba Walker to Detroit.
poor Kemba. Fuck me.
Damn. He went from Boston, New York.
What's going on?
No, nobody has a fucking clue.
No, I know. Like normally Twitter's really on the ball. And normally like we get like
Let me guess, you don't know the package.
Bro, it hasn't said that Jaden Ivey's coming to the Knicks. We don't know the package. All I know is Kemba Walker's going to the Pistons, and same with Jalen Duran. That's
For
it.
all we know, it could be fucking Jalen
more
Duran,
first-round
Kemba
picks.
Walker picks for Jaden Ivey. Is that what? Is
all
that
it could
what-
be, it could. There's an opportunity that it could all just be to acquire assets. And
No,
free up cap room.
No.
What?
Somebody said per report that Ivey's coming to the Knicks.
Really?
Again, I'm gonna wait till a verified source says this. Oh my god. I'm waiting till a verified source says this. I am waiting.
Donald, if this happens, you and me both water. Okay? Can we arrange for that? Okay, let me fill up mine.
Agbaji, I'm sorry guys. Agbaji to the Cavs.
My
Another
main
pick
man.
pick we predicted. God, I hope. Oh my god. Imagine we actually land him.
Please, ESPN, do something which resembles
Do something
anything.
productive.
Resembles anything in regards to what in the name of fuck is going on.
I haven't announced shit.
They're jerking each other off. That's what's
They're
gonna
like
happen.
three trades
No.
behind.
Here's the thing. If they ain't announced a trade, but they'll be the first to bring up if somebody's mother died. Because you know they always do that shit.
Bro, they legit have not announced Ivy to the Knicks. Nobody said Ivy yet. I'm really reloading.
I mean, I'm scared to look at Twitter, but
15th for Charlotte right now. Alex, did you put up the pick? Obviously put Oche Baji to the Cavs. What the fuck is going on?
Cavs have what pick?
14.
14. Just give me the position in the college.
Shooting guard, Kansas.
Okay.
this is some
How do you spell
wild
the
shit.
name?
Someone is going somewhere. There's a really good tweet.
Luca, how do you spell his name?
Ochai, O-C-H-A-I.
O-C-H-A-I.
A-G-B-A-J-I.
Pistons are sending the Hornets the 2025 first-round pick via Milwaukee in the Durant trade.
So Durant's not coming to the Knicks ever.
Mark Stein says that they're shedding Kemba's salary to get Jalen Brunson, or at least try to.
I knew it. I said Jalen Brunson.
Boy.
I mean, for all this, is Jalen Brunson really the answer? I know. Obviously, we got his dad.
But that doesn't mean shit at the end of the day. You all gotta
guess-
sit back and digest.
So I guess Jalen Brunson's the plan.
I still don't know what's going on.
Neither do I. Look, you know what's going on?
I don't think anybody knows what's going on.
ESPN don't know what's going on.
I mean,
Sounds like Ivy's staying put.
if all this is just to get Kemba Walker off the book so they can give the money to Jalen Brunson, I would be pretty pissed off.
Yeah. I don't blame you there. Oh, boy. A lot to digest, everybody.
How can you digest when you can't even swallow it? Hold on, wait. Okay, so did Shams ever admit his mistake? Because he said in a tweet that the Knicks acquired Duran and moved him with Walker to the Pistons.
Exactly.
We don't
Will somebody get their fucking sources correct?
I'm seriously...
Text, like,
Jade, so essentially, Charlotte's on the clock, by the way. Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duran went to the Pistons for a first-round pick.
that's a steal. But then again, they also have Kemba.
Legion Hoops, the Knicks intend to use a cap space from trading Kemba Walker to pursue Jalen Brunson.
How much? That's not even much salary, to be honest. He was an $18 million 2-year contract. That's $9 million a year. That's not enough to sign Brunson.
I mean, I'm so done. I'm so done, guys.
Mark Williams to the Charlotte Hornets, as I predicted, except he was at 13, so technically not right.
I'm so done.
So we basically just traded out of the draft for Jalen Brunson. Am I hearing this correct?
I know exactly that I just knew that you were doing this. I knew they were doing this. I like Brunson, don't get me wrong. But all this, that's a disgrace.
Imagine they don't sign Brunson.
Someone said this. Did the Knicks just attach a 1 to trade Kemba Walker? If so,
Yeah.
that's just brutal.
That's exactly what happened. It's not even that bad of a contract.
It isn't. It's $8 million. You could stretch him. The worst contract is Nerlens Noel.
Someone said, can somebody let me know what the Knicks have now? And then Matt Riley goes 2025 first-round pick.
I don't know if it's actually 2025, but this would be a disaster of a night. Absolute fucking disaster. A salary dump, trying to pride the freaking fan base that you're getting Jaden Ivey. I mean, come on.
Is Brunson a point guard?
Yeah, Brunson's a point guard. If we don't get Brunson, that might be the biggest fail they've ever had.
I still think it's a fail, regardless.
Yeah.
And I like Brunson. I think Brunson's a good player, but he's not a difference maker.
No, not at all.
He's an above-average point guard.
Above average, that's it. This is no star point guard. This is not you're not getting DeJounte Murray.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you're getting into DeJounte Murray, if you're getting, I mean, I hate to say it, but a Kyrie, And okay, I get that to an extent, but Brunson?
This was worse than Ty. This was worse. Absolutely fucking worse.
Brunson? You could have just got him in free agency if you didn't spend all that stupid money in the cap last year. If you didn't spend it all on Nerlens Noel.
Fournier.
And I like freaking Burks and give Evan Fournier like all-star.
Oh, here we go.
Donald's in detective mode.
Why the fuck did we not offer this for number 5? Yoshi, I think the Knicks are giving away too much. That's kind of an understatement.
Yeah,
they got robbed. Highway robbery. Just to offload a contract.
And it's not even a bad contract, man.
It's not a really bad contract.
You literally could have just stretched him and waived him.
Could have bought out the rest of his contract.
Yeah. It was $8 million, right?
9 million. That's not much though.
It's freaking nothing. You can't attach a lottery pick for an $8 million contract. That doesn't make any sense. There's no logical explanation for that. Now, if that contract was Joakim Noah, if you're talking like $20 million, I get it, but 8.
Kyrie officially requested a trade for Shams. There's AJ Griffin.
I'm not even going to watch the rest of this draft. I'm so upset.
Did I not say this was a pivotal offseason yesterday and many times before? Finding yourself an identity. Finding yourself an identity. Finding yourself a direction. What the fuck are you doing? Even if... See, I can't even...
Are we going to end up with Kyrie Irving?
Fucking Christmas Christ, no, please.
Are we going to have Kyrie Irving? And we're supposed to be happy about this? It was not going to be Kyrie Irving. It's going to be Jalen frickin' Brunson.
He's a mid.
Jalen Brunson is a mid. He's like a mid, man.
He's going to get like $25 million.
Yeah,
another contract we're going to have to get rid of in years.
You're going to pay him like, you're paying him to be a superstar when he's not, when he's just a really solid facilitator for a superstar. When it's a perfect situation for him in Dallas. Because you got Doncic. To do is just be like a solid role player for Doncic. He had a good playoffs, but that doesn't mean that he's a number one.
Again,
there has to be other ways in which you could have shed salary. There has to be.
I'm thinking that. Oh, that's right. There was a previous comment. Jesus Christmas Christ. This was worse than a tie. This was worse, maybe, than a Dyson Daniels, even though I wouldn't have minded Daniels for the passing and defense. This was seriously the worst case scenario. I didn't expect to trade out of the draft. I expected possibly to trade out. Trade back, should I say.
Couldn't you have taken one of OKC's bottom part of the draft, first round talent?
They only have like 2 picks in this first round.
Right, but we could have taken the second one, right?
Yeah, it would have been 12. It would have been 12.
I'd have been fine. You could have traded down a bit.
Yeah, then we could have Donald's plan and draft Jalen Duren.
Because Wojnarowski just said right there, Dallas, they're dreaming of Duren. The Knicks could have drafted him and then packaged him to Dallas and gone, what can you give me? You know, what can you give me?
God help me if Brunson gets over $20 million a year, which he will.
Are you telling me that they're going to keep Ivy and they're getting Duren?
That's what it is, Donald. That's the case.
That can't be the case.
There is no plan in place. There is zero plan. I haven't been this down on the organization like 2-3 years, but holy fuck, did you get mossed by Detroit?
I've not been this upset since we drafted Ntilikina.
Jesus fucking Christ. Fucking trash. Unfucking real. TK from Mad Good Nick Show jokingly said, I'm already outside MSG. I mean, where are you pivoting to? No. We don't need Kyrie, please. Don't need that drama. We're already meddling in mediocrity. There's zero plan here. Again, I'm repeating myself, but Jesus Christ. Are we going to trade into the first round? Back in the first round? I don't think we are. There were better contracts. There were more expensive contracts you could have just shedded. This Donald's right. I hate repeating myself, but this is unreal. Jesus fuck. We are fucking quiet out here. Guys, talk it up in the chat. You're dead silent. Pig is in for the Rockets. Jesus fuck.
I'm sorry, I'm silent. I'm just trying.
Yeah.
I have no words.
I don't have any words either. I don't.
I should be like giving you
Analysis
of what the thinking is behind what they're doing, but there's no logical explanation for this. Well, just a clear salary cap. This is the only way he could have done it. Are you freaking serious? This cannot be it. This cannot be it. If this is it, this is the biggest disaster. Like, this is the biggest disaster. This is like passing on Donovan Mitchell for Frank Ntilikina disaster.
What a fucking mystery. Fucking awful. Jesus. You couldn't even get one prospect. Duren.
It's
Just
such a deep fucking draft.
Donald will agree with me here, and somebody else said it. Can we just go back to when we were celebrating Tibbs and Neal?
Yeah, I know, right?
MH says KP trade all over again.
KP trade, I'd call that a no-win for either team. At least.
Yeah, like I wanted Porzingis gone. I just thought it was a terrible trade, and I was right. It's just,
It was like in the middle. I'm in the middle with that trade.
well, I mean, it
God.
was an awful trade. That just, what's the god?
Jesus fuck, making Christ.
Oh no, what are they doing now?
Oh, no! I gotta see this.
Luca, Anthony wants to know who they traded Kemba for.
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's salary dump.
It's a salary dump.
Tari Eason. LSU forward.
What's the oh no?
No, I thought you were revealing some Knicks news, but
Oh,
Fred Katz says a big part trading Kemba Walker. If the Knicks renounce Arcidiacono's cap hold and waive Taj Gibson, whose 2023 salary is non-guaranteed, they can open up $20 million of cap room. That's nothing.
So how are we going to get rid of Randall and anyone else? How's that going to happen? Ideas?
that means Randall's staying.
God fucking Christ, please no.
Luca will... My one friend says the Knicks are retarded like usual. Better pray we get Kyrie or maybe KD because they're
Fuck,
both leaving.
dude, I don't want Kyrie.
I don't even want
Distraction.
KD. I think they're fucking assholes.
They want to run their own organization.
Give them a G League team.
Why didn't we just select Jalen Duran? Like, what's the loss?
I guess they have their eyes on re-signing Mitchell Robinson, as we said.
Fuck.
Well,
Mitchell
hold on.
Robinson.
Hold that thought, though. I mean, obviously, they need to get rid of Nerlens Noel, right? They
Oh
just got
my
rid of
God.
Kemba.
Adrian Wojnarowski. Kemba Walker, the Pistons are expected to discuss a contract buyout that will allow him to become a free agent. Walker landed with Detroit as part of a three-way trade with Charlotte and New York.
We could
So-
buy him out, could we?
Why couldn't we just bought him out?
Fucking joking.
How
I'm
are we
sorry,
gonna
guys.
How are we going to pay? How are we supposed to pay Mitch? Just ideologically, of course. Now, Luca, what position does Sims play? Remember, you're better than
Sims
I
is a
am.
backup center.
Okay. Are they really going to put the trust in him if they get Jalen Brunson and pay him all this money?
Sham says that the Knicks acquired Jalen Duran and moved him with Kemba to the
Luca,
Pistons.
send the link of the clutch.
Yeah, we need to talk this over now. Yeah. Panel's coming in a little early tonight.
What do you mean
Already
early?
said-
They haven't made a pick. They're not going to make a pick.
No, but I'm saying they have 42. Clutch would discuss the picks
Oh.
after, but I guess he's lost just as we are. I don't know what to say. MH wants to come on too.
You know what? Fuck it. You got his Twitter?
No, I don't.
Okay, I'll send it to him then. This is going to be... We should change the stream. Nick's complaint party. Where is MH? Here we are. All right. Link is posted for y'all. My friend Mike says Kyrie to the Lakers and KD to the Suns.
Fucking Jesus.
Then again, my friend Anthony says kind of makes no sense for Kyrie to go to the Lakers because they got Russ at point guard. Unless they bench him in it, then KD probably goes back to the Warriors. LMFAO.
No. I don't know if it's doing it anymore.
I'm gonna make a graphic for when these two.
Knowing at 43, they're just gonna pick some Euro stash that we'll never see.
I'm gonna pick Denny Avdia. They originally picked him and then they traded him. I remember.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna make a graphic. While I'm making this graphic, if they happen to pop in, you can let them in.
Obviously. So is Kemba Walker going to be free to choose what team to go to? Well, you heard Donald. They're going to buy it. Detroit's going to buy him out, and then he's going to become a free agent. He's going to be free to go whatever team.
We couldn't buy him out, right?
Again, that wasn't a bad contract. Not too bad. All right. Give me 1 second. And we're going to pull on MH. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, guys? So, I don't know what I'm telling you. I'm one of the most confused. I'm just as confused as all of you. I really don't know why you have to trade. You trade the pick, and you don't really get anything in return. You just get cap space. I want to do my. And there's my man Clutch. But I want to do my entertainer impression. We traded for cap space. We got cap space. That's all we got right now. What is it with the Knicks in cap space? Why do they have such this? I don't know what it is. The last few years, it's like you don't want to build through the draft, and like it's just a shame. Like I'm like Clutch could probably explain it better, like because I'm just as confused as anybody else. So
we're all confused.
I thought they liked AJ Griffin. I thought they loved him. We're not even gonna get a player in the first round. Like we trade for future assets. Like these assets don't mean shit if you don't utilize them at all. This dude has no idea what he's. Leon Rose has no clue what he's doing. I'm so lost right now. I'm so lost. As soon as we have hope a couple of years ago, that's
what's crazy. What's crazy? Like even Dang, like Ilo Dang, everybody, he's not a French guy, but like he's length. He's got length, playmaking ability. Don't we need something like that on this team? Like, give me something. Like,
at least it would have been like, oh, maybe like we're looking long term. We're actually making out of a risk. We're looking high upside, and then I see we trade the pick. I'm just like, I was like, oh, maybe we're picking next. The Thunder have the next pick. No, we're not. I'm so lost as an.
We have no direction.
There's no direction.
I'm laughing, but inside I'm like Donald right now, man. I'm like Donald. I feel Donald's emotion right now.
I am broken. I'm absolutely broken.
And if you love this team, if you love the orange and blue, you're gonna feel the pain. Like why do we have to be that team that tries to outsmart everybody when we should be trying to just be a well-run organization? We can't do that. It's very confusing why they have to,
you guys on my reaction. Of course, one pick away from Johnny Davis. Everyone's saying Johnny Davis is going to be there. I'm like, maybe. And mate, you knew it because you love Johnny Davis like me. He's a mentally tough player. He's built for New York. One pick away from him. I thought we were going to take AJ Griffin. I did.
And to me, that would have been a fine pick too because he shoots well from three. Like he has athleticism. We need that too. Like we need a lot in young players. And now we're just going to settle for the team we have essentially with more cap space. And if you get Brunson, I think Brunson would be a good addition. But like, let's say you get Brunson and you still have Mitch. Like, is that team still going to be doing anything? Like,
no.
Like this,
it's not. Thank God that you guys got the Yankees. I mean, I got the Mets. Thank God they're looking good because if the Mets were looking good, I'd be a dead duck, man. I'm glad that the Mets are having a.
But all the thing is, it's not like they're outsmarting anyone because all this for Kemba Walker.
Yeah, they're trying to get.
It's a very reasonable $8 million. It's not like it's a $30 million contract you're getting off.
Exactly.
$8 million.
We couldn't buy him out.
Like, you could have bought him out. You could have stretched him and waived him. There's a whole bunch of things you could have done to save money on Kemba Walker. If it was Nerlens Noel and Kemba Walker, okay, you could maybe sell me that a little more, but you'd have to get something back in this draft. You can't just trade out of this entire first round. This is a deep draft. There's talent.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. You know what's hilarious about like they signed
the Hawks?
They're treating. I think Jalen Brunson's a fine player. I think he's a good player. But you are doing the extra stuff. You sign Rick Brunson as the assistant coach. You make the cap space. So you're showing him, okay, we want you. But again, we don't do this with players we draft. Like RJ, thank God RJ's at least good. If he's at the worst going to be just a starting level player. We want him to be a star player. Don't get me wrong. He's at the brink of being a star. I mean, you average 20 points. But there needs to be more done. It's just guys can average 20 points and not be star players. Like that's another thing. Like you guys see more of what the player can provide in the win column, and that's the thing that We don't know yet. It's still a mystery of this team. I mean, even like Randall still, we don't know what Randall we're getting every game. Like, it's just the same type of, same old.
I'm telling you, if it's going to be Randall there still at the 4, and Obi Toppin playing 8 minutes and him just playing as a backup to Randall, and we're not progressing. Brunson is an above average point guard, but I think he played above his level in the playoffs because it was really working out for him because the teams were keying in on Doncic, and it was freeing up room for him to go off. But when he's going to be the main guy for the Knicks, who's I think it's going to be. I don't think he's that type of player. He's not a number 1. We're going to pay him to be.
I don't know, because now you're going to have 3. If we do get Brunson, you're going to have 3 lefty dominant. They all want to go to the same spots on the court. So you're telling me that's going to be good spacing? That's not going to be good spacing.
Because you see how bad Randall is spacing with Mitchell Robinson, because Mitch is solely a shot blocker, and Randall is a stretch 4.
I don't know, because
somebody. I'm sorry to interrupt, MH. Somebody said this on Twitter, and I hugely disagree. The Knicks wanted Ivy or Johnny Davis. Neither was available, so they moved to Plan B. Why is that so hard to understand? None of the picks would move the needle.
Wait, this was Plan B?
Well, this one person is saying.
Like, fuck the draft is Plan B?
God, we're such a
awful crock of shit Plan B.
I mean, wait, so you mean to tell me you were putting your stock in 2 prospects that much that you're playing?
I don't know if it was a report or was
anybody.
Let me say for the record, I don't know if it was some guy's opinion or actual report. I think it was the guy's opinion.
Okay.
But it was just a terrible. Again, that's not a good. I don't agree with that opinion at all.
Luca, you should ask Coach what he thinks of this.
If you wanted Davis that badly, just trade up a few spots. I mean, I think a team would have been open to it, but Knicks, I don't know. They didn't want to do it.
The board fell in the worst way possible. So,
but the Clutch, you still had solid players available. The draft is not like people think the draft is weak just because the top. This draft is good.
Yeah, like Tom Thibodeau, he knew AJ Griffin's dad. I thought we were gonna take him. We had connections. Leon Rose always tries to get too cute, but he doesn't know it's so stupid.
He does try to get cute.
Somebody mentioned this on Twitter. Dallas.
I think he's really bad at his job.
I'm out. At least
I realized he was terrible at his job at the deadline when he did nothing. Because that's when I realized he was really bad at his job, because it was ridiculous that he did nothing.
I'm telling you guys, I'm getting Yep. Wait, it's Leon sleeping. Leon sleeping. Oh my God. You know what I'm getting, guys? And I don't want to bring up his name because Giants fans hate him. This is Dave Gettleman vibes, man. Dave Gettleman's trying to outsmart.
I actually think that he's worse than Dave Gettleman, because Gettleman tried to make moves. He tried to get stars, and it all backfired. He was willing to make this big move. He was willing to make the big decision. Leon Rose is afraid to make the big decision. So all he does is kick the can down the line, kick the can down the line, kick the can down the line. That's all he does.
So what are we doing here? We come out of tonight with, where are we picking? 42? That's the next pick.
Yeah.
You know what? This might be good. We draft in the second round better than the first round. This actually
It'll be a Euro stash, 100%, or we'll just trade it.
Oh my God.
For nothing. It'll be money or something.
This is. I don't even know what. I don't even know what else has happened in the draft. I'm just so lost right now.
I don't even care.
I don't care. This. Oh my God.
Like, I'm telling you, there's some people on YouTube that do better. You guys do better. Like, we do the better analysis than them, because they clearly just don't want anybody. They don't think anybody is intriguing enough to improve their team for the current, because the Knicks don't know what young talent impactful in the current is. Like we took Knox. I mean, Frank, I tried to support Frank so badly, but that man, he just couldn't make a shot. He played all this defense, can't make a shot. And then RJ, thank God. RJ, he's the one saving grace. It's all on RJ's back. It's crazy how much this kid is going to have to make us believe that the team could go in a positive direction. And that's a lot to ask from how old is RJ? Like 22, big city, you know. But I think he's up for it. But I don't know if that's the right piece to put around a guy like that. If I was, I mean, I'm just 21-year-old dude, you know, like who am I to know better? But like, think about it, like RJ. To me, what RJ needs, he needs to have the ball in his hand in most game scenarios. He needs to have and get defenders and shooters around him to do what he does best, which is get to the basket. But we don't know what that is right now. You got Randall still on the team, you know. I don't know. Things just ain't changed. Things are kind of just staying the same.
I gave Leon Rose C+ last night for his draft. That went down to a freaking F after tonight. Oh, I'm so lost right now. There's no plan. Like, he's talking about building a consistent, like, longevity winner, like just getting future draft picks. Like, there's
as a casual fan, I've never seen a GM throw away a draft for one player.
For one, or not even like they said Davis, but still, he was. How are you gonna put that much stock into thinking one player is gonna be yours and then be like, you know what? I'm just gonna NBA 2K the draft. We don't need young players to develop like that. That's what it felt like. It felt like they were playing NBA 2K.
Does Leon Rose know basketball?
Again, it's cool that he has the like. I know that my man Alex or my baseball guys know here. When the Mets had Brody Van Wagenen, you know, he's an agent, but is he a guy who's going to make good moves to help the team? And that Cano trade, I'm glad, man. Diaz, good thing Diaz is having a better season, but that trade would have been miserable. You gave a young player. Like, this is what it feels like. It feels like an agent who's trying to outsmart other good GMs. And, like, the Pistons, I mean, look at the Pistons draft. I mean, they got – I told Clutch, I would be surprised if they take Duran at 5, but they had Ivy at 5 and still got Duran. That's a good draft to me. Now, who knows how good these players are going to become, but like these are good. That's a good draft in my opinion. That's a great draft.
That makes the Spurs just got my boy Malachi at 20.
And speaking of Spurs, they have a good draft too. Shohan, defensive beast, and Malachi, who's a 3-and-D guy. Like, there's talent, man.
They got one guy that could just play defense and one guy that could just play offense.
Oh yeah, I forgot Malachi doesn't play any defense. I keep on thinking he gives me vibes of a 3-and-D guy. He doesn't play no defense. Like, I'm telling you, like, this draft is very like. I would love to fill in word. The one word for the Knicks is unbelievable, but the rest of the draft, I think these other teams did pretty well. Like, I think for the most part, these picks aren't that confusing. But the Knicks obviously.
Exactly.
But the Knicks want to be the Knicks.
They know what they're doing.
Like, yeah, like reviewing, like, I think Paolo at 1. I think that I'm glad. I mean, I think Orlando made a good pick, but Orlando, that's my thing with Orlando is for whatever reason they just don't develop as well as like their young players as I think. But that could change. Paolo could be their game changer.
Yeah, how about Woj just spoiling a couple of picks? Not like we're watching it or anything.
How do you spoil the number 1 pick in this draft? Like, oh yeah, you know, everybody knows Paolo's good. It's like because we didn't know if it was gonna be Smith or.
Everyone was saying it was going to be Smith. Remember?
You want to listen, guys? I just got this from Rod Boone. I don't know who that is. Here's the compensation that the Hornets got for Jalen Duren: 2023 Denver first, 2023 Knicks second, 2023 Utah second, 2023 Dallas Miami second round pick, 2024 Knicks second round pick.
So we gave pick without getting anything.
What? Gave him a second round pick and didn't get anything.
We all lost those second round picks, yo. Like
maybe we're the dumb ones, and Leon is the one in outer space because this is what it feels like, man.
Well, we know what you called Leon Rose from the start. You called him an egghead. Yeah, he's a freaking egghead. This dude doesn't know anything.
No, he still is. Yeah.
So what did we get?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Well, again,
so we traded Kemba Walker, pick 11 and 3 second-round picks for nothing.
Thanks to us, Jalen Duren and Jaden Ivey are on the same team.
That is an amazing.
And we couldn't even make that work at NBA 2K.
And thanks to us,
5 prospects for 0.
You know, hey, I would love to say, again, I do not want to say any Nick content creators. I'm not calling out names, but you know, like, some of these content creators are going to try and sprinkle positivity into the situation. To me,
don't know.
there's
You
no
know some people, right?
positivity. There's no positivity you can put unless you can see the future and the Knicks win a championship. But that, unless you can tell me that, then that's not going to be what I get. Now, I hope I'm surprised. I hope everything goes well.
I don't think there's positivity on CP. The franchise was like, what the fuck? In his
Exactly.
tweet. So he's.
What about your other friend, Luca? You know
Who?
what I'm referring to.
Macri? I don't know. I don't know his reaction.
He's probably confused.
This is bad. This is seriously bad. Like, why have they not announced the parameters of the deal? Why does nobody know where return is?
Because I think they know the return is literally nothing and don't want to say, oh, nothing. They traded.
All right, so it sounds, per Steve Popper, sounds like one of the picks the Knicks were getting from OKC was a 2023 Denver first, and now it's going to Charlotte along with 2023 and 2024 second rounders.
What?
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me that you just traded the 12th pick for Denver, who's most of the years they're going to be a championship team?
Like, oh my!
All right,
Yeah.
I gotta share the screen.
We got to
This
see
is-
this.
I might throw up. I don't know.
Alex, pull it up.
Let's see what we got. Choices.
Wait, what's the Knicks media say? What'd he say?
Oh, Nick.
I want to see what he said.
It's math. That's all math. Who knows?
We're all lost right now.
I mean, again,
We traded the asset that we acquired for nothing.
and it's a shame for all the content creators too, such as yourself and Clutch and all these guys who we look at different players to see who can potentially be on our team, and then to have this happen where none of them are on our team. So you do all this research for essentially nothing, just to look at other teams having those players. And I'm a type of guy, like, I don't like to be like, oh, I told you so, but like me and Clutch, like I remember telling Clutch pre-draft I love Saddiq Bey, and Saddiq Bey turned out to be, he's still a solid player, and that's a guy Knicks could have had because Obi, we don't play Obi. Like, and those types of players we let go. And even if it's just
Now
solid,
they show the trades.
or I don't see it.
Wait,
At least one of them.
What happened?
They're showing it on the draft board. All right, so Denver's picking.
Jaden Hardy's still on the board, I mean.
And that's my guy.
Forgot.
I mean, it makes sense, 28% from three, but they don't watch the games. No, they don't.
They got Christian Braun. Nuggets got Christian Braun.
Oh, from Kansas.
Stephen Bondi with a pretty obvious tweet. Knicks do not have a first-round pick in the draft.
And I can't. Oh,
That's Bondi, man.
this is so worse. Oh.
You could have had Usman Dang, man, another friend. At least you would have had somebody. I'm telling you, the Knicks, they have to play. They have to play chess. Apparently, they play in checkers.
Yeah.
All right, so 3 conditional first-round picks the Knicks are getting from the Thunder.
3, okay.
The thing is, if they're all protected,
they're all conditional?
Yeah.
Wait, so does that mean protection? Like they're gonna have a shit ton of protection on them?
I honestly don't know.
Because
No one
that
knows
would
anything.
be
This is a fucking joke.
Fire him right now. This isn't that close because obviously this is worse, but this is like, it's not like when we drafted Daniel Jones, but I was just so fucking lost.
Because at least you got a prospect.
I'm just as upset
nothing.
right now as I was when we drafted
So,
Daniel. Actually, no, that's not true. When I heard Daniel Jones, I actually literally started crying.
Let me just say, you know what? You know what's
throwing my
so-
laptop
We
around
made
the
a pick.
room.
We didn't make a pick yet, though.
I was very upset.
You know what's more ironic? Aaron Hicks hitting a 3-run home run to tie the game against the Astros tonight.
Nah, the Yankees. That's the difference though between the Yankees and the Mets.
Wait,
The
did Aaron
Yankees
Hicks
got
just hit a
hard.
3-run home run?
To tie the game.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
I
But at
hate
least
Aaron.
I'm telling you, the Yankees and Mets, they got heart. The Knicks, they don't want any of their fans to have a heart after this draft because they pulled it right out of our freaking stomachs. Like, it's crazy, man.
I hated
I don't
Steve.
know.
I hated Steve Mills, but he wouldn't have done this shit.
Yeah, Steve would have took in Dang, would have taken the unknown. That's the thing. Well, that's why we move on and we take the smart ass. I mean, that's what Leon is trying to be, trying to get Jalen. I'm telling you, and I'm gonna say it again, Brunson's a good player, but it's not a superstar you're getting in Jalen Brunson.
They're pretty much telling us they like their young guys.
And
Hey, how
that's
about we play them?
better develop?
Yeah.
Hey, damn right.
Play them.
I cannot commend that comment.
Gosh.
It's gonna be the same thing all over again. Tibbs is gonna overplay the Mets.
This team doesn't work.
We gotta have Brunson.
Brunson is not going to make this team that much better. He's
not.
an above average player. That's all he is. I like him, but he's above average.
He's
And
He averaged 16 points per game and 4 assists, right? That's average.
He's a 6-man. Look, is he a 6-man? He played off their bench.
No, I think he's a starting point guard. I just think that only in a system where there's legit scorers that can play off him. We don't have that.
But yes, MH, he used to be a bench player, so watch him become like he's gonna play like a bench. Philadelphia is waiting for DeAnthony Melton.
Just saw
I
that.
can't believe this.
Well, which team got Melton?
Philadelphia. That's actually
That's
pretty
Melton's underrated. Nobody talks about him. He's pretty
good.
good.
That's a 23rd pick.
Yeah,
Unless
sure.
we package all this for Dejounte Murray, I guess. But I mean, I don't want. If this is for Jalen Brunson, I'm gonna be fucking furious.
Watch it be for like D'Angelo Russell or something.
Oh God, no.
Because
God.
I saw reports Russell might get traded tonight.
Russell, that'd be. Oh my God, you talk about Randall's inefficiency. He'd be a guard version of that, and he don't play no defense. He really don't play no.
Oh God!
I used to like.
Oh God!
I don't want
this on Luca's gonna love this. 4 minutes ago from Make Knicks Great Again on Instagram.
Oh, F him.
Spike Lee is calming down Stephen A. Smith.
Oh my. Oh.
So what's
I'm
Stephen A.
good.
Smith doing right now?
He's got his head in his hand.
Doing the same thing as me right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fuck him.
I'm literally beside myself right now. I actually am like.
I can't be mad at Stephen A. He freaking deserves to be upset. Everyone deserves to be upset tonight.
I'm so upset. I could do a better job than Leon
I'm
Rose.
so sad right now.
Leon Rose has done nothing. He's done nothing.
I'm telling you, he's listening to his boy Tibbs, man. That's his guy right there. Him and Tibbs have a really good connection, which isn't good because we know when Thibodeau was the GM and the head coach for Minnesota, look what he did with that team. Nothing. They got the AC and that was it. That's all that happened. So, and they didn't develop any young players there. Like Cat, good thing Cat didn't crumble under Tibbs, but Wiggins had to get out of that situation to be a champion. Like, look at all these again. It depends. Put your players in the best position to be good players. And the Knicks, we have solid players who could be better, but we'll never know if we don't play them. Like Grimes, I love Grimes. I'm telling you, I'm a #1 Grimes fan. But Grimes ain't gonna look like a sharpshooter if he ain't starting getting like higher minutes. I would want to see that. But you're gonna have Fournier ahead of him blocking that potential production. So yeah.
There's nothing that can make me happy tonight. Just
I don't.
Let's
I'll
see.
be
Let's
honest.
take a round pick, though.
I don't know if I want to even stay on for this entire thing.
No.
I don't blame you.
I mean, if we traded into the bottom end of the first round and maybe selected, well, who's available, like a Kennedy Chandler or Marjon Beauchamp, I could maybe buy it.
Yeah, I'll be in the G League.
But
just get rid of Noel. Get rid of Noel. Get rid of Burks. Just
there's too much uncertainty with this team because you have these veterans still playing. Like, I don't know what to say. That's again, there's nothing really positive. Even if you're a Knicks supporter and all this, if you're a real Knicks supporter, you ain't gonna try and sugarcoat how weird this evening has been for the Knicks front office, for their fans. Like, The front office, they think they can get a play for Jalen Brunson, but that player, I'm gonna say this too. Like Lonzo would have been a better fit for us than Jalen. Like maybe Brunson's gonna prove me wrong, but Lonzo, that's the type of player we need. And I'm not a Lonzo guy. I was never really the biggest Lonzo supporter, but we need that playmaking on this team. And you need to find that. I mean, Brunson's not he's a natural scorer. You do need scoring. You do need shot creation. Like Noah was telling me, get a shot creator. Johnny Davis, like he would have been there. He wasn't there. Where do you go to? Nothing. You just go clear cap space. So.
AJ Griffin would have been a good fit.
Guys, what we accomplished tonight was we dumped Kemba's salary and we lost a first-round pick. We didn't draft in the first round. Literally what we
Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker was only getting $8 million. I mean, yeah, he wasn't doing good, but like, it's not the work. He was on an expiring contract. Like, damn, like it's just to me, it doesn't make sense. I can't wait to hear what like some of the. I mean, I think what I really want. I don't know if you guys follow Raw Hebrew Remnant, but he's one of my favorite Knicks content creators, and I don't know how he could explain what happened this evening. Like
Danny Green is heading to the Grizzlies.
it's probably a part of the.
I mean, he is injured too, so I guess.
Wait a minute, they traded Melton. There has to be more of that.
They traded for Melton and got Danny Green back. Probably another pick as well.
Yeah, because Melton went to the Sixers. I mean, remember?
Huh. That's interesting because I feel like Melton's better than Green, but hey, maybe they got more. I don't know. But that's it. I think definitely Philly got the better end of that shit.
And Green won't play next season. He'll be hurt.
Oh, so maybe
Sixers select David Roddy.
Oh, that's that big dude.
Honestly,
yeah.
Honestly, I might just cut it after the first round. I'm not. No.
Yeah, that's. I mean, there's only really much to like. I hate to be like, we all hate to be, I guess negative, but we're being real. At the end of the day, we're being real to the Knicks fans out there. Like, you can't really take much out of it because you didn't pick anybody. At least if you got like maybe if you got like some veteran like who would have helped you, hey, that's something. But like, no picks, no young players. Like, this is the thing the Knicks fans have been avoided of for all these years. Solid young players. Like, we thought the last two drafts, okay, Obi, quickly, that was a start. Then you got Grimes, McBride. Like, McBride, I don't know if he's going to amount to anything, but hey, McBride. I mean, Rokas, who knows, he'll probably never come to the league, but hey, that's a young player. And then this year, we're going to get 1 second-round pick, like, and who knows, that player's going to be another drafting stats, like Donald said. So, again, I can only say so much for something so little as to no picks. So, yeah.
Yeah. Let's look at what has Leon Rose done. What has he done?
Nothing.
We gave Julius Randle a mega contract.
That's what they did. Yup, you're right.
And he brought back
re-signed Alec Burks. They re-signed Nerlens Noel.
Rose. They brought in Rose.
And all that did, because they obviously weren't thinking ahead, apparently this was flexible contracts that was easily movable, that, but that's actually a line now because they've now had to attach their lottery pick to a failed signing in order to free up money to go and get Jalen Brunson.
As this keeps going on, as we continue to talk about this, that 2020-2021 season was such an anomaly.
Of course.
Didn't do shit.
But the thing was,
overinvested.
You know what the thing was about the 2021 season is Leon Rose didn't do anything then either.
He signed guys to 1-year contracts, and they played because they played up because they.
Sorry to interrupt, but the only move that worked out was trading for Derrick Rose, but that was at Thibodeau's request. Thibodeau wanted Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose wanted to be a Knick. That's how it happened. That is the only move that actually worked out. Everything else was a non-move. Everything else was a non-move. They wanted to trade Julius Randle, decided not to. Turned out it worked out. Can you guys think of anything that Leon Rose actually done?
Nope.
Outside of the draft, he has a lot to prove in free agency, and that's a lot. I don't know if he could get that right this time around.
This free agency sucks too.
Yeah. Again,
like people last year, this year it's horrible this year. And I was gonna say the move, like we got Cam Reddish, and what Cam Reddish ain't doing nothing. He ain't playing, so it's like doesn't make sense. Let's see next, like traded.
That can't be right. Tell me that's not right.
We didn't trade all. No way.
Wait a minute. I gotta look at this question. Kimba Duran,
right.
first round pick.
Let's not even compare this dude to Phil Jackson. At least Phil Jackson drafted Porzingis. This guy hasn't done shit. Phil Jackson was bad, but
I don't even know what
got cap space.
Jalen Duran, man, and he got a little talent. He's got some talent too. Like it's like they just don't know what a young player is to develop. It's like I know the fan base may be a little bit like, yeah, the fan base may be impatient in some aspects. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, I want to see the team win, but like I am willing to see the young players grow if it means not competing for, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm willing to wait to see if it can play through. If like these guys, RJ, Grimes, quickly, Obi, if he ever plays, like if these guys are willing to become better.
Oh boy, hold on.
Oh boy, again.
Y'all are gonna flip out about this kind of. So this guy on Twitter, I follow him. He follows me back. He's a Giants fan as well. One of the guys says a ton of draft picks. Something is up. Leon got this team some nice young pieces that this regime actually kept. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Unfollow him.
God. Okay,
Clutch, what are you thinking about this? What are you thinking?
I'm lost.
I'm lost too.
We have no
it's crazy. RJ is gonna have to carry this franchise on his back.
We're not even putting RJ in the position to be successful, though.
No, because
position to be successful. We don't have a coach. We don't have a president. We have nothing right now. RJ still has a lot to prove. He improved towards the end of the season.
I know.
We literally have nothing right now.
Well, again,
we have a
I'm not
little
going to say nothing, but I understand. I understand what you're getting at, no. I know what you mean.
But it doesn't mean anything. Dude, we have talent. Nothing if we don't maximize it.
If you're a lottery team, there's a reason for that. It means you're not good, right? Yep. Why would you then trade your first-round pick, which is an opportunity to possibly get good, and all that is for an unknown?
If I'm Mitch, I'm not re-signing here. I'm out. I'm so lost right now.
I don't even want Mitch Robinson re-signed. I don't even think he does anything on the offensive end.
We have no choice at this point, though. We didn't get Duran. Like,
I know we could have had Duran. At least that would have established something.
Dang. Yeah, I know. Like, it's bananas because you just had two prospects who, I mean, dang, he's like the ultimate project, but like playmaking, who knows? Maybe he can develop into something. That, you know, Duran, he's got defensive ability. Nothing. Just nothing. Just keep the same guys you got and the same team that got the 11th pick in the draft, and that's what just blows my mind. It's like every Knicks fan right now. It's like you literally just you essentially did nothing and kept the same team. And if you don't get Brunson, this is going to be a real mess then. If Brunson says, you know what? Nah.
We're not.
Because then you're like, okay, here's this cap space for nothing, you know. So just
listen, I want quickly to be the point guard. We just don't have a coach to develop him. As Clutch was right, we don't put guys in positions to succeed.
It's mind blowing. Again, I'm trying to put words into it, but I feel like I'd be repeating myself. I'd definitely be repeating myself.
Yeah. So next year's, what is this? Do we traded next year's first round pick?
I don't know, honestly.
Hopefully not.
Not ours, but did we've got another 23 pick and we traded that for some reason.
I'm telling you, me and Noah were dreading if we just traded back. Think about that. We would have been mad.
We didn't even trade back. We traded.
Go through that tweet again. We traded our 2023 first round pick, right?
I got you, Donald.
We didn't even trade back. We traded out.
We traded out. What have we got for that, though? What did we get for it?
I've never seen a team do this in the NBA.
Leon told Dave Gettleman he picked up the phone with Dave
He said,
Gettleman.
"Hold my
Said,
beer."
"Hold
Right,
my
here
beer."
we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Right.
Shut up, Alex.
Because I said you forgot cap space.
Kemba Walker, Jalen Duran, the Knicks 2023 second round pick, right? Okay. 2024 second round pick.
Yo, the Pistons.
Right,
I'm
okay.
the Pistons. I hate to like marvel at other teams, but the Pistons, for a team that look so bad, they got a lot of promise.
Yeah,
A lot of it.
Yep.
The Knicks right now
That's
don't
an
have that
awful.
promise.
But I'm sorry, man. That is an awful trade.
And MH, Troy Weaver just took over, and he's done more than Leon Rose. This man took over last year. He's done more than Leon Rose. This man already has future stars. We have one potentially. That's it.
Wait, Troy Weaver, that's the Detroit? I'm so confused.
Yeah, Troy Weaver's Detroit.
Detroit.
I just got confused because I didn't know they had the new. Wait, that's the new GM. They just got him.
Last season, last offseason.
Oh, he's already done more. Yeah, he's already done more than Leon. He
Ivy
literally
and Cunningham.
A+ draft for Detroit. You get Ivy at 5 year value and Dern, man, crazy.
And a first with Kemba Walker.
And then you buy his ass out. Nothing against Kimball, but you know he's done. I'm sorry, his legs are done. His knees are done. You know, and now they have the promise. I like a lot of guys that Detroit got. Cade, of course. Bay, I love Bay, and Stewart. He's a nice bench piece. You see, look at how they develop. They're willing to give their young guys the forefront attention, and you can sign little veterans to be platoon pieces, but not the Knicks. The Knicks got to put the veterans ahead of the young pieces. This abomination, man. I can't. Blasphemy, you know, craziness.
So bad.
Spurs are on the clock. What pick is this? I'm sorry, I'm lost.
25.
Please
Is
run
Jaden
this
Hardy
faster.
still on the board? My
Hey.
man Jaden's still there?
I think Ty is still there too.
Uh-huh.
Wow. That would have been a better pick than none.
So
All right, so if you guys want to hear what New York got from OKC in the Usman Deng trade,
Yeah.
sure.
2023 protected first rounder via Detroit, 2023 protected first rounder via Washington, 2023 protected first rounder via Denver. That's 3 first round picks, but they're all protected. So
But hey, for Dang, I mean, who knows what Dang will be?
All protected.
So they're all protected. So
Hey,
what are the
there-
conditions?
I don't know. I legit don't know.
Protections are very weird. Once I learned what the hell that was, like you can basically put like a pick top 5 protected. So if the team doesn't get the 15th pick, then it ends up being your pick. That's what protection essentially is, but it's very confusing. So protected means it's like not your pick until you know what you're getting.
Yeah,
Your spot.
exactly. So we kind of need to know what certain conditions are.
Man, I'm telling you, Alex and Luca, man, you guys look too damn. When I see you at the game, I'm going to be fumbling the which one's which, man. Like I'm trying to establish, like the background makes me know that Alex is the one who just left, and Luca, you're the one sitting down. But in real life, a good thing Donald has he and the twin, because if it was triplets, that would have been. And shout out to Sean, man. I know I still support my man there. But yeah, I mean, you guys did a great job with this draft. I was tuning into the draft just to see that next pick, but you guys hold it down. The Yankees, you know.
I do. I mean, I agree with what you were saying because I have a lot of sympathy for Luca because he did a lot of game film, really good game film. Kind of wasted.
It's like, damn, like because I like this, like he
goes for nothing.
Malachi Branham videos just to not get anything. Like, man, it really pains me. It pains me.
Why would you trade all your picks?
Like, man, because again, it's a deep draft. It's not like
Aaron Judge just walked off the Astros. So I guess
wow.
that's good.
I wish
So
RBI double to win it.
I missed it.
I only saw they had 2 hits in like 5 innings or 4 innings. The Yankees got hard, man. The Yankees are not the same. The Yankees fans gotta believe this team because they ain't the same old Yankees. This is not the same old Yankees, in my opinion.
Got same old Knicks though.
Why
there
did we?
you go.
Why did we not watch that game? Why did we watch this? This is depressing.
Yankees
It made me
actually heard-
extremely upset.
The Yankees saw what their weaknesses are. Yeah, they still got, Gallo's just one. Like, you can always get rid of Gallo. Like, that's one little mistake in the lineup. But their team outside of that, amazing rotation. Like, there's at least point. Like, they knew what they needed to prove on. Like, who knew that trading Gary Sanchez would do so much, man?
I did.
Trevino's looking real good. He could be an all-star, or he probably will be an all-star. Trevino.
So the same guy that on Twitter that I was showing the trade thing of, he said, "Can someone Photoshop clown makeup on Leon Rose?"
I think that's already been done in the past because the people people just don't like. I mean, I didn't know about again. Agent turned Zia. He was an agent. Actually, I looked at his resume because I actually wouldn't mind being in Leon's spot one day. The president would be cool as the Knicks, but he used to be a lawyer. This guy, a lawyer, an agent, and they made him the GM of a basketball team or president. He's making the decisions. Do you believe that? Like, not a guy who's prone to make these decisions, like a decision maker, but a guy who's a lawyer.
We only hired him because he has connections. The Knicks don't know what they're doing.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
They have
what
no
is connection? I understand connections are important in this world, but like, you can make connections to get jobs, but not to build a championship, like winning team. You know what I mean? Like, you can go and get a job from connection. That's cool. And you can get paid, but like, now I'm not talking about NBA is a different ball game, man. It's a different ball game.
Yeah, we literally hired him because we thought he was going to attract stars. But if you don't have a great culture, if you haven't proven in year after year, you're not bringing anyone here. And we hired Tibbs. They're not even on the same page at all. They're not developing anything. So we didn't attract any stars. We're not developing anything.
Jalen Brunson, a star? Yeah, okay. They're not going to.
He was a star. I don't think.
I'm saying no. I'm agreeing with you. Like, that's not a star either way. But you're doing all this for Jalen Brunson, not a high quality guy who's going to lift your team. And nothing against Jalen Brunson, the player, but he just isn't that player. And nothing against him, but he's a good player though. I mean, he'll come to this team and then he'll average 10 points. Who knows?
Yeah, we're the old Orlando Magic.
Yeah, you're right. You may be right about that. No, about the whole.
I used to make. They have no direction. They're mediocre. Now that's what the Knicks are.
They're like, yeah.
Clutch, what happens if we don't get Jalen Brunson? Are we doing quickly at point guard?
We better.
Yeah, give him a shot, man. I know Quickly's not. I don't think Quickly's going to be like he could. He could just be his bench, good bench piece. But like, try it out. Who knows if he'll be, blossom a little bit? Who knows? Take a chance.
What happens if we get Tyus Jones?
Actually, I actually don't. You know what's crazy now? Obviously, with all these moves, I would hate Tyus Jones now, but Tyus is actually solid to me. He can distribute a little bit. Like,
that's the Knicks. That's the Knicks. We settle for solid. Oh, let's get a solid player.
He's a bench player.
Yeah.
Tibbs would overuse him.
No, he would. That's a fact. He would probably start him, give him more minutes than he should, and he doesn't average that many points, but he passes. That's what I like. He at least distributes the ball enough, but maybe that was just being an Alfred Payne situation. Who knows? Although he's better than Alfred Payne, I got to give him that.
Should I? There's a video on Twitter of Stephen A. ranting. Should I share it?
No,
Yeah,
please. Please, no.
Yeah, no, I'm with Luke. No, please, I don't want. He does a great job.
Talking Knicks on Twitter says, hot take, I'm fine with the Knicks what they've done.
Fine? Okay, that's a lot.
From the start of the draft, the net result for the Knicks is adding a protected Wizards first and a protected Pistons first and giving up the 11th pick in Kemba Walker.
Oh, protections. Why not give me unprotected picks? You're going to put protections we ain't even going to get.
Our picks have more protection. Our picks have more protection than a fucking box of Trojan condoms.
Fuck.
Jesus.
Well, there you go, Alex. I don't know where not to get my condoms. Okay, there you go, Alex. Thank you. God damn. I'm telling you, it's just, no protection. And also, this next team ain't got no protection. Next season is going to be a mess. It's going to be at the best a 500 team. If you look at the team face value right now, because Tibbs is going to go back to his old habits. He ain't changing none. We know what Thibodeau does. He's the same 10-man rotation at the most. Running
If all they do is bring in Brunson, I'm not watching a second of next basketball next year. If that's all they do. If they don't move off some of these wings, if they don't move off Julius Randle, if they just have this team as is, plus Brunson, I ain't watching a minute. It's a waste of time.
I mean, yeah, it'd be tough because it's like, again, you want to develop for something more than just next year. Think about that. More than next year. That's what a good, well-run organization does. Like the teams like the Spurs, the Heat, they think about the next step after the next step. And the Knicks only look for the now. And even then, the now sucks. Like, that's my thing with it. It's like, cap space can only get you so far. And you won't even attract stars. So what is the cap space even at the end of the day? It's just a number that you show your fans like, hey, look at this nice number. 20 million cap space ain't none. I mean, that Detroit could be a more attractive attraction for a guy like DeAndre Ayton. Like, you be like, oh, I could play with Cade. Like, I'm gonna go there instead of go to the Knicks. Like, think about that. Like, there's more to it than just cap space, drafting, and developing, and the coaching, of course. More to it.
I honestly think that after this Miami pick, I think we're going to close out.
Yep.
What a shitful night.
Disappointing, man.
Jesus Christmas Christ.
Good thing the Yankees are playing tomorrow, and I get to see you guys,
We got Judge's arbitration hearing tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Judge is going to get a crazy – I don't know what. They better not put the Mets. I don't think the Mets are getting Judge. I think the only teams I'll be looking at Judge are the Yanks. And, like, I hate to say it, but the Dodgers always – man, the Dodgers got a shit ton of money, man. They just throw it at everybody, man. They got Freeman. Like, they're going to try and get Judge. That's what I heard. The Giants, that would be interesting if they threw a deal at him. But the Yanks, hey, that's a superstar right there. RJ, you can't say he's a superstar, but Aaron Judge is he's a superstar. Aaron Judge.
ABC is so far behind, they're talking about Jalen Duren going to the Knicks.
Look, can you hear the police? The police are going to get Leon Rose for completely denying the Knicks fan of robbing them.
They're going to Detroit because there's been a robbery.
There you go, Luca. Yep. Yeah, or been a robbery.
I heard police cars going past. Is that the robbery?
Yeah. 27th pick is in. This will be a final pick we're going to do, and we're going to close it out.
Thank the good Lord. This is the happiest I'll be all night.
Hey, tomorrow the Yankees play. That's the one day in my life I'll be a Yankee fan. Like the Astros beat my Mets twice, I'm gonna be booing the hell out of them. I'm gonna be booing the shit, man. Astros.
Here, Clutch, I'm looking at you, brother. I'm feeling you, man.
I'm just
fucking upset.
So sad right now. So sad.
It's like you can either laugh off the pain, which I'm trying to do.
It's so pathetic, bro. It's just so pathetic because we're so used to this shit. Like, we didn't think it could get any worse. It gets worse and worse as a Knicks fan. Like,
what Donald was saying on Cheer was hilarious. My man Donald was saying, man, the worst thing I've seen was Knicks taking Frank Ntilikina without Mitchell. You took a prospect there.
I'd rather see Frank. I'd literally rather see Frank drafted right now than that shit that just happened.
Yeah. Because at least it's somebody.
Imagine if one of these players,
a breathing human being rather than just air.
It's like because who knows what these players will be? Watch one of those guys the Knicks traded or could have drafted become like a really good player, and then we're like, oh, the Knicks. They were like, nah, we don't want any of those guys. None at all.
All right, folks, this is the final pick. 27th in the first round. I know we're cutting this a little short, so we'll see who's being drafted with the 27th overall pick in the first round of the 2022 NBA draft. The Miami Heat select a player by the name of, I think he might be announcing a trade or some shit. I don't know.
Toss.
Miami Heat select a player by the name of Nikola Jovic.
Ooh,
My
Jovic.
boy.
That's that guy. Oh, I was making a point. This
So
is a quick
Ty,
point I want to make.
so Ty didn't go in the first round. That
Wow.
the NBA even thinks he's trash too.
Wow.
All
I
right,
was gonna say Nicola was it? I made a point with no. It's just a fun little point. So Nicola's in the NBA actually like guys who have been named Nicole have actually been pretty good. Jokic, Nikola Vucevic, Nikola Mirotic was solid. Remember Mirotic? He used to
Yep.
be with Chicago. Like, hey, maybe this guy's gonna be solid because his name is Nikola. Who knows? Nicola's do well in the NBA,
and he averaged
Yep.
like 13 overseas, which is pretty impressive.
and you get that with a late first round pick. That's a good value there, solid value.
All right, Alex, I think we're ready to close it out. I'm going to start with
do you
MH,
wanna-
then
Yeah, I was about to say you start with final thoughts and then close
I'm going
it
to
out.
start with final thoughts, MH, Clutch, Donald.
Yeah, I think again, I don't know what I can repeat,
Yeah.
but I'm telling you, the Knicks. I'm still going to support the team, whatever they do. But like, it's very disappointing to see what we just did. He's straighten out or straighten, literally not straighten back, straighten completely out. You have a second round pick. Who knows what this player will be, even if you take him. But I mean, the Knicks very disappointing night for the fans because you don't get to really talk about anybody, but the players were already on your team, so there's nothing new to talk about. And I'm glad that at least the content creators, all these my guys here, Big Blue in the Bronx, all three of you, Luca, Alex, Donald, and of course Clutch doing his own content. At least you guys did a great job with your. It's almost like I want to look back at the analysis. That was more entertaining than the draft for the Knicks. Just watching break down the film with these guys, and then this happened. So I can't really say much, but give my support because that's better than what the Knicks did. They didn't show support to their fans. They're showing a lack of urgency to develop for the future, and they're urgent about one free agent class. That's literally what they're doing right now. So hey, disappointing, but I'm still gonna rep the orange and blue, no doubt about it. But it's tough. It is tough.
Clutch.
I feel the same as MH. Obviously, I'm gonna be a Knicks fan no matter what, but tonight's definitely a tough night. We're very confused. We really see that. I don't even know what Leon Rose's direction
Luca,
is.
did you hear about? I apologize, Clutch. Did you hear what Zach Lowe says? He says the Knicks will also be acquiring the 2025 first from the Bucks.
Yeah, what's that going to be worth?
My God.
They still gonna be good in 2025. Giannis ain't going no more.
Well,
All right.
I have no idea what Leon Rose's plan is. There is no plan. Whatever. If this is his plan, it's a stupid plan. It's not working. We're not putting our young guys in the position to be successful. There's nothing to look forward to right now. We didn't get any players. We're not going to get any players this offseason that complement RJ to make them better at all. We another offseason not getting a point guard. Yeah, we may get Brunson, but I honestly think we're going to overpay for him. He's a nice player,
Yep.
but he's not going to move the needle for us
Yep,
to be
that's it.
fantastic. We'll improve a little bit, maybe, to be like a playing team or maybe like a freaking 6 seed at best. But I'm just lost right now. I'm absolutely lost. I'm trying not to repeat things I said earlier, but it's a tough night.
Donald. What do you?
Yeah, I'm gonna need a long time to digest this. I think this is cataclysmic for the Knicks. Listen, I like Jalen Brunson. I do like him. I just think that he doesn't move the needle for me. I think he's an above average. He's a functional point guard. But I wanted, like, of all the free agents, I was like, he's the ideal point guard. Fine, okay. But here's where I'm upset. We got the narrative that, these contracts, Nerlens Noel, Alec Burks, even Derrick Rose, I like Derrick Rose, but, these contracts were really movable, really flexible. Of all the teams in the NBA, the Knicks have the most flexible cap space, right? That's a lie because the Knicks had to attach their valuable lottery pick in order to move off Kemba Walker, who was not even the worst contract that we have. Of all the worst contracts, he was not even, he was maybe third. right? So we had to attach that, which there was far more options where we could have just bought them off, could have stretched them just to free up certain money. And all we're worried about is just freeing up the 3 odd million that it would have cost just to draft a first round pick. It's a lie what we got fed. We got fed a lie. That meant that, I mean, clearly the Fournier, Burks, Noel contracts, which are far worse than Kemba's, are not movable at all, because this is not a good situation, man. If you're a bad team, you're lucky enough to have a lottery pick, you have to do something with it. You have to do something. You have to find some value in it. Just to get rid of it is sick. It's sick. There's just something not right about that. It's just, and you only do that if you're a good team. If you're the Golden State Warriors and you've got Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, you've got Wiseman, you've got all these dudes, right? You could afford to punt a pick, you know? But when you're the New York Knicks and you look at our barren roster of ill-fitting pieces, where you've got Julius Randle, who shouldn't even be there, you've got far too many wings that all kind of do the same thing. You got a 5 that doesn't shoot. You got very little scoring. You're all solely relying on RJ Barrett, who I don't even trust yet as a perimeter scorer. You have all these ill-fitting pieces, and you're still punting? You could have gotten a guy that can shoot 45% from 3. Ajabi, brilliant three-point shooter. AJ Griffin, brilliant three-point shooter, right? You could have gotten a brilliant three-point shooter that would have helped us, right? And then you could have moved off some of your shitty wings. It didn't make any sense what they did. I don't like any of it. They could have traded some of those contracts. You could tell me you could have traded some of those contracts. I just don't understand this. I think it's a terrible night. I really do. There's other ways in which you could have freed up cap space for Jalen Brunson. You really could have. I'm amazed. I'm flabbergasted. That's the only way that you could have gotten money together for Jalen Brunson.
Luca?
Yeah, I have nothing much to add. These guys hit it the nail on the head. Just a complete embarrassing show. Case by the Knicks this draft. Donald's right. He said it like twice before. I kind of wasted prospects of the week on players we didn't even get. We didn't even get one player in the first round, but it's pretty much it. Completely puzzling strategy by the front office. I don't know what they're doing. I don't believe in their plan. That's that.
What plan?
Crazy.
No plan. No plan.
Okay.
What plan
After this
exactly?
night, you could easily say the Jets definitely got a better future than the Knicks. The Jets at least have some.
The
They
Knicks,
got young
honestly,
people.
after tonight, might be the worst team in New York.
We are.
Yeah. You can say that strongly.
Once again.
Yep.
Wait, Alex, do you still have that little thing where the Clutch edit where Clutch said something about Randall not giving a F? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you got that. You better show that,
we
man.
have that. Yeah, we do have that.
Julius Randle does not give a fuck this year.
This is the second time that he doesn't give a fuck about what is going on in front of the camera.
Just replace
Yeah,
that with Leon Rose doesn't give a then.
Yeah.
Perfect. It'd be
Well,
perfect.
he doesn't. But to close it out here, we didn't expect to be this short, but Knicks didn't do fucking anything, so I guess that was that's why we're cutting it short. But we appreciate everyone for tuning in. A lot of people are streaming the NBA draft. It was nice of Clutch and MH to come on, as we are the complaining Knicks panel, as I added on the graphic all the way to the left. Despite what happened, Luca did a good job of prospects the weekend. Donald did a good job alongside him.
Shout out
last
Luca.
year.
Good work.
Last year, we really didn't have any NBA guests, and Luca was just doing this shit by himself. So I have to give him a lot of credit. Creds to, I don't know if MH was in there last night, but Clutch was in there, Donald was in there, Luca was in there. There's a lot of other people in there. That Twitter space was awesome last night. I did listen to a lot of it. I think you guys gave some great analysis for something that honestly, didn't prove to be anything.
Yep, they didn't
But-
deserve all our efforts. They really
Wasted.
don't.
Wasted effort, but it is what it is. Stay tuned for the roster bubble series. I'm going to try to get a couple of videos out within the next few days for the New York Giants. Tomorrow, as MH knows already, me, Donald, and Luca will be at Yankee Stadium for Nasty Nestor Night. So if anyone is out there wants to meet us, also Saturday's NYY News TV Day, which the three of us will be present at alongside Sean and a lot of other people. It's going to be a fun day. But we appreciate you guys for tuning in, sticking around. Thanks to Clutch and MH for coming on. And we will see you later. Peace out.
Peace out. Thanks.